body repair. From a $30 job to a $30,000 job. Trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Google, it's go time on a Wednesday morning. It's Beatros Plumbing Wednesday. Shout out our friends, like family. Beatros is there. I guess Mark John today. Boy, he's been a part of the Drill family forever. E.T., good morning, friend.
What's up, I said, Jeffrey?
Coming at me in the dark in there, bro.
I like it dark sometimes.
You do. I know that. Did you see, good morning, everyone. A lot of the cool little things. That's one of those content-heavy, we're going to do like a TikTok swipe kind of deal. Just lots of cool little things caught my eye overnight in sports. And I'm going to get to the Gator basketball here in a second, but speaking of basketball, then did you see what happened in the late game on TNT last night? So it's Denver and Dallas, and Shador is at the game.
Oh, I did see that part.
All right, so Greg Anthony is the color commentator in the game, part of the broadcast crew. And he's got a sharp checkerboard blazer on, almost kind of a houndstooth. It's got a red pocket square, and Dion takes a liking to it, sitting at home watching.
Yeah. So
Dion shouts out on Twitter, "Hey, Greg Anthony, man, you got to tell me how I can get a hold of that jacket." I think really, I don't think he was asking for said jacket. It was like, "Hey, man, where can I get that jacket? That thing is sharp." So then they put it up during the broadcast of the game. They put up Dion's tweet about Greg Anthony's jacket. And one of the producers there courtside Greg Anthony takes the jacket off, hands it, to the production runner there, who walks it over to Shador Sanders and hands it to him. And, of course, he, at the time, doesn't know what in the world's going on, and ultimately he catches on to the whole thing. So I guess the moral of the story is if you're watching TV and you see something you like, just send out a tweet. Who knows?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, I think Dion's mouth is one of the few that gets fed in that situation. But, yeah, Greg Anthony, the coat off his back for Dion
that point,
last
though,
night.
if I'm Shador, I'm like, man, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to carry this thing around.
I mean, it was pretty sharp. Put it on. I don't know what the follow-up is. My man's sitting courtside. I'm guessing he's leaving with a driver. The jacket ain't that heavy. You take it home, put it in the closet, I guess. There you go. Look, no news isn't good news. It's just kind of boring news, right? We're in the interview process, and the Jags are going to have to complete who it is they want to interview, I would suspect. I don't think they're going to just be overwhelmed. Someone is going to lose they've already talked to and then hire them if there are still other interviews scheduled that haven't taken place. I mean, I don't know that for sure. So that means this week, and the team's been pretty transparent when they get guys in and interviews are finished, they'll post it on Jaguars.com. But now you're just still kind of going through all of these same names that we've heard, and to my knowledge, nothing new has emerged. The same list of names will be vetted and gone through. Some became available after playoff losses this weekend. Others still in the playoffs have been interviewed already, 2 Lions and a Chief, because their teams had the bye week, and then a couple more still waiting for their seasons to come to conclusion. Kellen Moore, specifically, Joe Brady, another whose teams are still alive in the playoffs. So, when it comes to like percolating Jaguars news on the coaching front, I wouldn't really expect any. I wonder if this is one of those dominoes deals. If when the names start falling, do they fall, right? Patriots the only one to hit so far. You've got the Bears, you've got the Raiders, you've got the Jets, you've got the Jags. That's it, right? Those are the only 4. The Saints open maybe, or could be. Yeah, they've got the interim there. So not a lot of seats playing musical chairs. Not as I guess Dallas is open as well. You wonder what happens there. The Dion intrigue. We talked about that yesterday. But for the Jags so far, and if you're expecting any, I think next week would be the earliest that we could get any kind of news-making event, any kind of decision. And as long as Detroit stays alive, Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson stay unsigned. That's how NFL rules go. And if you roll those dice, you better be sure because, that craps table doesn't close till the Super Bowl in almost mid-February.
Do you think there's a chance? Because I've been hearing a few things that, Ben Johnson, he might stay. He may not take a job.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance of that?
I think that would be short-sighted on Ben Johnson's part, only because two of these jobs have quarterback situations that you could feel good about with Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence, right? Is that fair?
Yeah, and then one of them, if you could include Las Vegas, you get to pick the quarterback.
Well, and you have Tom Brady to work with.
Right.
I don't want to use the word cowardly. That's too strong of a descriptor for a guy to make a career decision. That's his choice. But, he ducked out of it last year, and now with another year, what do you got left to prove? If you want to be a head coach, there's enough good jobs out here. That's the New York Jets. Can you handle the bright lights, big city? You've got Trevor Lawrence and an owner who is committed. I think he's misled often, but we'll give you what you need here in Chicago. Here's the thing with Chicago, and I don't know if you factor this in. I don't. Should you? Are you ducking competition if you say, I really don't want to go into that NFC North? Give me the AFC South. Give me the Titans and the Colts and even the Texans 6 times a year. I'll take a pass on having to play those Lions that I'm leaving and the Packers and the Vikings. If you got multiple options, should that play a factor?
Oh, man, that's a good one.
Because if you got that guy, he don't care who he's playing.
Yeah, if you're a true competitor, it don't matter.
It don't matter. You take what you think is the best job, not what the competition will be. And in fairness, now in the NFL, that can change awful quick. If you chose the NFC North when Dan Campbell chose the NFC North, or when Matt LaFleur chose the NFC North, the Lions stunk and the Bears stunk. And the Vikings were hit or miss. So, tough division. Certainly a tougher division if Ben Johnson elects the Bears. Or, I hear you, though. I see those same headlines. I can't imagine he would do that. I think those kinds of rumors get heated up because of the time of year. He can't really comment and no one can hire him. So, right, it gives this sense that it's all, asleep. And I promise you, behind the scenes, it's not. All right, Gator basketball last night. Look, here's what the reality is, and we've been saying this, and it's playing out in front of us, so, there's no need to keep pounding it home. The bottom line on this, any conference game in the Southeastern Conference, no matter who the two teams are or where the game is played, if you're going to throw the word upset, you're going to have to use it relatively. The league is so deep. There are some forgotten, could be dominant teams that have been overlooked to this point. And boy, Exhibit A last night in Gainesville, Missouri would certainly fit that bill. Look, did Missouri come to town with a chip on their shoulder? Maybe they should have. They were 13-3. They were 2-1 in the SEC. They had already beaten a number 1 team this year, Kansas. And yet they were unranked. Their host, Florida, was 14-2, 1 game better, 2-1 in the SEC, same record, and had 1 win over a number 1 team, in this case, Tennessee. Florida was a 10-point favorite. This one, you're just looking by, waiting on the next one, and Missouri came out and shot lights out in the first half. They just hit everything, dude. And Florida would try. They built that lead up to 18, 20 points, man. And it was just, they were rolling, hitting everything. It met the shooting gods, little G, of college basketball, who were so favorable to Florida the last 2 games. Tennessee and Arkansas couldn't have thrown it in the beach from the pier, man. That's how bad they shot. Well, Missouri went a dead opposite in the first half. Second half was a different game, and Florida charged back, and Missouri's shooting came back to the norm, and the Gators got it within 4-6 points late. In fact, got it within 2. Had chances, but they trailed 50-34 at the half. They outscored them 48-33. That included a last-second three-pointer that didn't matter, cut the margin from 4 to 1. But again, that is how it's going to be in the SEC, and that's not rationalizing away a game that you're a big favorite and you should have won. Should have won the game. Have a 16-game home win streak snapped as well. Not minimizing that, but I'm just telling you the surprises aren't as surprising as you would think they might be. Exhibit B, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Crimson Tide, number 4 in the country, 14-2 going into last night's home game, 3-0 in the SEC against Ole Miss. Same 14-2 record, same 3-0 in the SEC, but not near the respect. The Rebels were just number 21 in the country, and they went into Bama last night and beat them by 10. That's the SEC. Missouri wins at Florida, number 5 in the country. Ole Miss wins at Alabama, number 4 in the country. One of those winners unranked, the other, okay, you're number 21. I tell you what, these projections for the NCAA tournament that have 13 teams from the SEC, 13 in the field, gosh, they may not be far off, man. Watching as much as I've watched, Auburn is the one that looks really good. And even without Janai Broome, their best player, they blew out Mississippi State, another ranked SEC team last night. The worst team in the SEC in conference is Arkansas. They're 0-4 in conference, but they're 11-6 overall. And have spent time this year ranked. But we've done this before. I won't keep doing it every week. But the overall records in the league are just sick. Auburn 16-1, Ole Miss 15-2, Alabama 14-3, Kentucky 14-3, Missouri 14-3, Tennessee 15-1, Georgia 14-2, Florida 15-2, Mississippi State 14-3, Texas A&M 13-4, Vanderbilt 13-3, LSU 12-5, Oklahoma 13-3, Texas 11-5, South Carolina 10-6, Arkansas 11-6. 16 teams deep, the worst record, 10-6. And that's the South Carolina team that almost beat number 1 Auburn. You could argue should have beat Auburn over the weekend. All right, let's come back with more of what I've seen over the weekend, including congratulations to some future proud parents. I don't know if you saw that news yesterday, but we got that when we come back on the other side. I gave the TGL another try. Let you know what I thought when we return as well. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. Get Smart John in about an hour. You are immersed in the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He knows where the bodies are buried.
We've been approached already by the DOD, the FBI, the CIA.
We're a separate division.
Bleacher Report college football insider Matt Hayes.
I don't want to talk about it.
Noon to 3 weekdays on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. Before termites attack your home or business and cause costly damage, Terminix it. Terminix stops termites in my home fast. These destructive pests may have been around for millions of years, but before they show up, so does Terminix. And their time is up. Don't live with a termite problem. I certainly wasn't going to. Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. Terminix.com.
You know, many plumbers won't quote prices over the phone and instead charge a service fee for an in-home estimate. Of course, because they know once they're in your home, you're probably not going to send them away. But Roland Reach Plumbing is different. Roland will give you a price quote over the phone. And there's never a trip charge or service fee for an estimate. So if you've got a leak and can't wait a week and don't like paying unnecessary fees, call on Roland Reach Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted salted cheddar and habanero jack cheeses, lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The Boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Happy New Year from everyone at Nimnik Buick GMC. Frank Frangie here. As we kick off 2025, there's no better time to find your next vehicle. Start the year strong with the best selection, unbeatable prices, and a team that's here to help you every step of the way. Because when it comes to putting you first, there's nobody but Nimnik. Remember, Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Shop 24/7 at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins. 354-5645.
Good teachers and coaches get the most out of their scholar athletes. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Hey, Hicken here. It's playoff time now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. With more than 10 million members and billions of dollars awarded in winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projections, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your accounts this sports season. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code JAX and get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and when you head into a brand new year with a boat show coming up, you've got a lineup of Honda and Coach pontoon boats that you want people to know about.
We do. We've got them in stock. It might still be a little chilly, but it's never too soon to start thinking about your next boat. We are going to be at the boat show January 24 to 26. You can come see us there. If you can't make it to our showroom, come see us at the boat show.
All sorts of ideas and opportunities to enjoy fun on the water with Cycles of Jacksonville. You can log on and check them out, or head to the showroom and be at the boat show.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. Gators upset last night at home, 83-82. Look, if there's an Achilles heel to this Florida team, it hadn't bitten them in sudden death, right? That only comes in the NCAA tournament. By the way, these SEC games, I was thinking in the break, you know what they're like? They're like third, or they're like Sweet 16. Yeah, every game you play in the SEC this year is like playing the Sweet 16 game in the tournament. Level of talent, the danger of losing. But anyway, there's an Achilles heel for this Florida team, man. The elephant in the room here is the free throw shooting. You lost the game by a point last night. Again here, 21 of 31 from the free throw line. Not going to get it done, man. Alex Condon's a big banger. He can't go 2 for 5 at the line. Will Richards' a smooth stroke. Can't be 50% from the line. Walter Clayton's a 90% free throw shooter. 7 for 9's a good night. Ain't 90%. 67% from the line yesterday. 21 of 31. And this has cropped up. It cropped up in losses, in the other loss, but in wins. They've not been able to salt things away sometimes at the free throw line, and that's going to be a problem when you're facing the best of the best and the field of teams still alive, thinking NCAA tournament. starts to dwindle. Not sure anyone had a worse night last night, though, than the Indiana head coach. So let me paint the picture for you. The head coach there at Indiana is a man named Mike Woodson, former coach in the NBA. A favored son, right, of Indiana basketball. I'm looking it up here. I'm almost positive that Mike Woodson was on that Indiana team that went undefeated, but maybe he was 50. Yeah, Mike Woodson would have been on that Indiana, the last college basketball team to go undefeated. Still Indiana 76, I think it is. So anyway, Mike Woodson was a member of that famous team. Indiana has had just a dog of a time. They've never replaced the legend, have they? They've had little spurts of success since Bobby Knight left, but the 20, 30 years since Bobby Knight left, Indiana has never recaptured. Indiana, when I was a kid growing up, was a basketball power.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I'm talking about Duke and Kansas and these teams that right now are penciled in for Final Four runs every year. That was Indiana. Isaiah Thomas. The last undefeated team, again, back to 76. The multiple national titles. Great teams at Indiana, year in, year out. And, boy, they have just struggled to find the right guy. And, again, they've had a little bit of success here and there, but nothing that has been sustained. So let's take you back to last night. Indiana is hosting Illinois. Illinois, good basketball team. They're ranked number 19. But if you're Indiana, you expect to be positioned above Illinois. That's your birthright. You're the Hoops capital. It's home of Hoosiers, for Pete's sake. Well, Indiana lost last night at home to Illinois, 94-69. Drops them to 13-5. You know, they still do, I guess, have hopes on the season. They were 13-4, and they were 4-2 in the league. Hosted Illinois in conference last night and just got hammered by 25. And so, in the home gym, what do the fans start chanting? Fire Woodson. Fire. That's brutal, man. That's brutal. That's like things going south in Gainesville and the swamp erupted in Fire Spurrier. Maybe not quite that big a boy, but oof. That's a bad night. All right, shout-outs and congratulations. Did you see who's expecting E?
Who?
You haven't seen this? I figured this would be big on that social media there. Tim Tebow.
Oh, yeah?
Tim and his wife Demi announcing yesterday on social media that they are expecting their first child in the summer. So congratulations to those two. Man, forget Heisman trophies and minor league baseball careers. Tim Tebow's one of those dudes that's really making an impact on the world, and he and his wife Demi are really involved in anti-trafficking measures and really put their money in their mouth and their feet and their heart into the words that they speak and the impact that they're making. And I'm sure they're just thrilled as could be. And again, the announcement coming on social media yesterday, but Timmy and Demi expecting their first child. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be a boy. Why is that?
Oh, no.
I mean, I try to get in people's business either, but if you think that Dan and I won't name Timmy's kid later this morning, you would be incorrect. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, one trick pony, old man white. This is as ingrained in his character as anything. E without prompting.
Of course.
Dan Hicken will immediately suggest that the best name for the next child would be Daniel.
Yep.
100% as predictable as the sun rising tomorrow in the east. Stay tuned for that. E.T., do you know who has the most draft picks in the upcoming draft this year? I feel like this hasn't really been advertised, trumpeted.
You'll tell us.
Well, I was curious after watching Cam Robinson just totally lay an egg these last 2 weeks of the season, and remember that the Jags got an extra fourth rounder for that trade. All total, the Jags have 10 draft picks this year, the most in the NFL. I am ready to package and move up and hit. And I'm in such despair over the guy making the decisions. We're going to revisit the Rams. I just hit the hot spots and just named a couple of dudes, but there was an in-depth Albert Breer on SI went into just what the Rams have done in short order. Short order. Completely rebuilt the defensive line in 2 years since Aaron Donald left. We've been trying to build a defensive line for 10 years and can't do it. We haven't built a defensive line that had any staying power since Stroud and Henderson. And so I got no faith, man. I keep watching second-round picks spend seasons doing nothing. So, yeah, we got 10 picks. Good news or bad news? Good news, we got 10 picks. Bad news, we got 10 picks. But, yeah, I was a little bit surprised. Also, Jack's really good shape in the salary cap compared to the league. I think the number I saw, and I'm not a salary cap expert. I don't want to speak out of turn. Did I see they got $34 million, though, in cap space?
Yeah, I thought it was like 30 somewhere.
Yeah. And by the way, Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence, you've identified as your building blocks on both sides, are signed long-term. So you got a lot of money to spend. I'm also dubious on how that money is going to be spent. I'm also concerned that we're going to give away multi-millions of dollars for little to no impact. All these things concern me because the same people that have been making those decisions are going to be making them again. And their track record, quite frankly, stinks. We've gone through all the draft picks, not a single Pro Bowler. Brian Thomas will be. Again, man, I'm not going to rain on a man's success, but if Trent Baalke was the savant on Brian Thomas, he'd have taken him at 17. He wouldn't have drafted down and rolled the dice. It's just for the record. Doesn't take away from grabbing him where he did, or maybe he's so smart that he's got him ranked higher and he knows he'll still be there. That could all be part of it. But at the end of the day, I know how these guys are. When they love a guy, they get him. Because then they tell you, oh, we had this guy ranked blah, 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 right? So, yeah, all this money spent in free agency, if needed. Dang sure needed, but please don't waste it. And more draft picks than anybody else. Shouldn't that matter in a coaching search?
Yeah,
huh? Right?
You can use that as a tool.
Yeah, you got a quarterback locked up that every football mind still believes in. Yeah, fans and otherwise, and I get it, man. He leaves you wanting more. But if you're inside the football world of the NFL, that story isn't as rich as it can be here at times. You got all this salary cap money. You got 10 draft picks. There's really only one thing that keeps any coach from taking this job. Just one thing.
One thing and one thing only.
There's only one thing. This job is a plum job that you could have the pick of the litter for any coach to take you into the future. Yeah. But the future is bleak because of all these assets that you have to build a team have been wasted. We're no better now. We're 4-13, and after Trent's first year at GM, they were 3-14. You've gotten worse. We won a playoff game, arrow up, took a roster and made it worse. Don't kid yourself. It's not just injuries. It's not just all Doug's fault. It's not all just play calling. The roster, player to player, worse today than when we won a playoff game and then went to Kansas City. That's irredeemable. That's unfixable. That doesn't change. Shame on the Jacks for not at the very top of the chain for not recognizing this and treating this with a little bit more urgency than it's being treated. You don't have opportunities at your coaching job. If you're any good, it happens once a decade. It's a big opportunity. It's not just a throwaway. We'll get who we get, and here's hoping. So we'll see. E.T., if you were navigating the free agent market adeptly, deftly, adroitly, what positions would you want? I'm going to allow you to add 3. Free agents, starter level free agents. And I'm not saying this fits within the dynamics. If you want to name the top 3 and they're out of the price range, I don't care. I'm looking more for position than the names I'm about to go through with you. But if you could name 3 positions that you would take a player at that position right now, what would those 3 positions be?
Oh, I need to be a pass rusher.
Oh, so you're going to take an edge guy.
Yeah, I'm going to take an edge guy. I'm going to take a corner.
You're going to take a corner.
And then I'm going to take me another receiver.
And another receiver. I might want a more impactful, disruptive interior player rather than the edge rusher.
Okay.
I don't know if they are ever going to move Trayvon Walker inside, which we talked about forever, and it just never seems to happen. So, and he's getting double-digit sacks from the outside. Maybe that's his home forever. All right, so you say receiver, corner, edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you could say interior offensive line. You could say interior defensive line, and you could say safety.
Yeah, man.
You really could.
There's so many holes.
Yeah, there really are, but we're going to go with your 3. The number 1 free agent, I'm on Pro Football Focus's top, 25 or 50. We're not going through them all.
All right.
Free agents. Now, odds are we're not going to be in the market for a number 1 receiver. They cost too much, right?
Yeah.
So T. Higgins, the number 1 receiver. The Jags are not going to go pay T. Higgins a bundle.
Nope.
Now, would I love to see him in cost-cutting moves, move off of Kirk and Ingram and bring in T. Higgins? You bet I would. But you know what that would take? Foresight, aggressiveness, and you'd have to be right. It would take a daring success to do something like that. So that won't be happening. But T. Higgins is the number 1 receiver. He's fantastic if he can stay healthy. And you worry about him, man. Like, they're giving a top free agent comparison in recent memory to the guy who was number 1. And you know what his top comparison was? Kenny Golladay. That didn't work at all.
No way.
Receiving grade for each was 82.2. Yards per route run, Golladay was actually higher than Higgins. Depth of target, Golladay was 3 yards further downfield. Yak, about the same. So Kenny Golladay really had better resume. It looked like he was in the same spot as T. Higgins, and it just didn't work. A guard, Trey Smith. Yes, please. Top 10 among all guards. Only 25 years old when free agency opens. You got a safety, Javon Holland from the Dolphins is number 3. Here's another receiver, Chris Godwin. Would you be okay with what I said? Transitioning out of Kirk and Ingram and into one of these receivers? Or would you rather try to sign these receivers keeping Kirk and or Ingram? And can you do that? And if you do that now, you're probably, making that budget awful tight for some other important positions that we just mentioned. But anyway, Godwin's there as a receiver. They say his comp is Allen Robinson. Oof. Allen Robinson never went on to be what he was here for other teams. Khalil Mack, there's your edge rusher,
Yeah.
I
take that.
He's saying he might retire. I don't know. I don't believe that. Corner, DJ Reed, Jets. How's that grab you? Don't forget, by the way, we paid a corner pretty good money. We got one of those already. DJ Reed, I would be fine with. But then it gets kind of slim. Amari Cooper, number 7, third receiver. Are you like me shocked that Amari Cooper has not emerged in Buffalo?
Man,
he's a non-factor, dude. Every week it's 2 catches, 13 yards. One catch, 9 yards.
I forgot that he was in Buffalo.
Right?
It seems like he made one play, and other than that, I forgot he was in Buffalo.
They brought him over at the trade deadline. He scored a touchdown his first game in Buffalo. And Amari Cooper's been a really good receiver everywhere he's been. I thought he would kind of alpha into a role there, and he's not done it. He's no more impactful than Matt Collins and Keon Coleman. Only 30 still. They've got him as the number 7 overall free agent. Wow. There's a tackle. We won't be in that market. Sam Darnold ranked at number 9. Fascinating what Minnesota may do there. Here's another edge rusher for you, Josh Sweat from the Eagles.
Yep.
Look, the lower we go on this list, the more price-friendly they become.
Uh-huh.
Stephon Diggs, thanks but no thanks. Edge Hassan Reddick again. He's scary because he never wants to go wherever he ends up. Corner Charvarius Ward from the Niners. Man, D-Hop 14. Receiver ranks are thin, buddy. You got Amari Cooper and DeAndre Hopkins among your top 4. How old is D-Hop now? He's got to be in early 30s, doesn't he?
That's what it feels like.
The Bills have a corner, Rasul. It looks like there's corners, man. 17th. Now, this did come out before the very end of the year. It was in late December, but Cam Robinson listed at number 17. I wonder if that rating falls a little bit based on how the season ended. But those are just some of the names out there. It doesn't look real healthy. Look, the guys that really kill it in free agency are the ones that go find those have-been role players and they emerge as solid stars. You don't have to get all pro guys. You just upgrade your roster. We do a terrible job at identifying and upgrading the roster. That's what it boils down to. We make the wrong decisions.
D-Hop will be 33 this summer.
Yeah. How about new? Football fix and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Currently, the number 4 and number 5 seeds of the Eastern Conference. The Orlando Magic at 4. The Bucks at 5 will meet at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee today. Bucks laying 6 with a total of 211. College basketball today. It's Pitt at Florida, 2-point road favorites. It's 150.5 the total. UAB visiting South Florida as a 2.5-point favorite. Total 156.5. Missouri knocks off Florida 83-82 yesterday at the O'Connell Center as a 10.5-point road underdog. It hands the Gators their first loss at home this season as Florida drops to 8-1 at the O'Connell Center. $250 bonus and you open up a GBank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
It's New Year's resolution time, so why not skip the guilt and do something you'll actually stick to, like fixing that leaky faucet, unclogging that drain, or getting your AC ready for the summer.
Duck Duck Rooter is here to help you keep this resolution. Investing in home.
Start the year off right with Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Call us today at 904-862-6769. Because when you're stuck, call the Duck. Right now, get $50 off any service of $150 or more.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes & Cohen.
Mia here. Why Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned? I'll tell you why. Over 600 vehicles in stock right now. That's 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 110 pickups on the ground in stock, one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, Arlington's 30-day exchange program is now double. That's 60 days to love it or exchange it. Plus, Arlington's Credit for Everyone program. Shop 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or arlingtontoyota.com.
Start your new year off healthy. Get screened at Ackerman Urology for common cancers of the prostate, bladder, and kidney. Early detection is key with 5 locations across Northeast Florida. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy. And do it today.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? E to the T here with my bookie. And it's winter go home time. The NFL playoffs are the ticket to the biggest game of the year, and all roads leads to New Orleans. The NCAA playoffs will set the stage, but this is your chance to get in on every high-stakes moment along the way. Your road to New Orleans starts now with MyBookie. MyBookie is the ultimate destination for bettors who want more, whether you're backing the underdogs or riding with the favorites. Every drive, every touchdown, and every moment is an opportunity to win big time. Kick off your 2025 right with high-risk-free Thursdays. Place a bet. If it doesn't hit, MyBookie has your back. Dive into the Bets Boost tab to supercharge your picks and build that bankroll before the Super Bowl. And when the game is over, the action doesn't stop. MyBookie has an online casino that keeps the excitement going 24/7. From blackjack to baccarat, roulette, and slots. Whether you're celebrating a big win or gearing up for the next round. If you haven't joined yet, now's the time. Use my promo code 1010XL on your very first deposit. Come on, somebody.
Kick off the new year with a new look for your home. It's the Renewal by Andersen New Year's sales event. For a limited time, save 20% on their energy-efficient windows and patio doors, designed to keep your home comfortable all year. Plus 0 down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we got to bring my thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Reminding me on the text line, and yeah, I guess since the Gators hit that last late-ditch three to make it a 1-point advantage, there was playing the game last night. It's incomprehensible why it wasn't reviewed, but Missouri's got this six-man off the bench. His name's Caleb Grill, and yeah, he grilled the Gators last night. Grilled Gator was at the tailgate. Hit 6 3-pointers off the bench in 30 minutes, including a big one in the final 20 seconds that gave him that 4-point, or he gave him a 4-point advantage at the time. But anyway, he had hit another 3-pointer that made it a 7-point game with about 3 minutes to go in the game. And then the TV kind of crew showed later that he may very well have been on the line. And we see that happen in college basketball. Even in the NBA, something will be called a 2 or a 3, and they'll look at it in a break, and then they'll determine. So maybe they did look at it in the break, and even though it looks like his toe may have hit the line, they determined he didn't. But it didn't seem, it seemed sketchy, but not that big a deal at the time, because Florida had been getting hammered pretty much all game. But they had got it within 4. That 3 made it 7, and apparently very well could have made it 6. In which case you hit that, and everything changes, right? If you change one thing in time, the rest of it changes. But as it turned out, it's extra painful because it ended up being a 1-point loss. Now today's Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. The state of Iowa certainly has dominated women's college basketball headlines for the last few years. Maybe you've heard of Caitlin Clark. But college basketball news coming out of the Hawkeye State yesterday of a different variety. This is unreal. Today's Shazam Spotlight brought to you by my friends at the Murray Ford Superstores, Stark and Kingsland. Truck guy. Beat those big city prices and take that short drive, and you'll get the best customer service. Good dudes down there at Murray and up there at Murray as well. Kingsland, Stark, other brands, pre-owned, brand new. I've used them for anything and everything that goes along with owning a vehicle and have been so happy at every turn. So let's take you out to, in this case, Ames, Iowa. You know what's in Ames, Iowa? Iowa State, E.T.
Okay.
Now, the Iowa State women also play college basketball. I know you all thought it was just Iowa and Caitlin Clark in that state, but no. Iowa State women's basketball.
Cyclones.
The Cyclones, that's right. They got a win yesterday. They beat Texas Tech 71-58. But they went 0 for 7 from 3. And you know why that's remarkable? The last time the Iowa State women played a game and didn't hit at least one three-pointer, February 19th, 1995. Iowa State women have hit a three-pointer every game they've played for the last 29 years. 945 straight games with a three-pointer. And shazam, it comes to an end last night. So they did win the game. And in other news, couldn't tell you or know at all what Iowa State's record is or who they even played last night. We'll move on. All right, I watched the TGL, the Tomorrow Golf League. They had Tiger this go around. I thought it was Tiger and Rory. I guess Rory would be in the next one. From a news, I thought yesterday was better than the first one. I think they heard some. I think they made it more interactive. I enjoyed Serena Williams sat down in the booth. I'm with Hick. I don't like the announcers. I just don't like them. And I like Matt Berry, okay? I just don't like, it's kind of cringy. If my announcer is going to go to Tiger Woods, I have to be looking forward to what they're going to say. But in this case, when the announcer goes to Tiger Woods, I get kind of anxious. It's cringy. Tiger, you blew it over the green there. Having too many protein shakes today. Cringy. Well, Tiger, your first shot at competitive golf, hitting it to a screen. What do you like? How about that? Not you hit it over the green. Did you have too many protein shakes? Oof. Little amped up? Yeah, Matt. Tiger's got all these majors, but he's freaking nervous as heck about this little studio game he's playing today. Are you kidding me? Tiger's team, by the way, got absolutely walloped. He said he feels great, but his game's terrible. His son Charlie was there laughing at him. His mom was there. I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her, I don't think, since Robo Tiger's press conference here at TPC a decade ago. So you had the biggest name in golf, Tiger Woods. Again, I don't know what it is about Tiger, but my man always looks sleepy. Tiger's nickname should be Sleepy. If somebody on the tour really had the stones to run it at Tiger, you give him the nickname Sleepy. My man always looks like he's either ready for a nap or just woke up. No, you know what he always looks like? He always looks like he just woke up at 3:30 in the morning. Like he looks like he's alive and energy. He doesn't look tired. Well, he does, but he just has that look, doesn't he?
They do give a little sleepy vibe.
A little sleepy vibe. But anyway, the Tigers team got walloped like 12-1. The technical, I thought it was better. I just thought it was a little bit better. To be honest with you, I didn't watch much. I tune back in every now and then. Try to catch a moment. They had one moment where they got a bunker set up and Team Tiger had hit it in a bunker and Kevin Kisner bladed it and was in danger of really killing someone in the stands. But it happened to hit the flag stick perfectly, and it deflected it away.
Why did he hit the ball so hard there?
He meant to splash it out. That's what you do. He just bladed it. He just hit a terrible shot for a pro.
I was like, why is he hitting the ball so hard right there?
Yeah, no, when you're in the sand like that, you hit it hard. You're just hitting behind and under the sand. It's actually the sand that carries the ball out. Your club never hits the ball when you hit a sand shot.
Yeah, he boomed it.
Yeah, but he hit too much ball, and it just bladed it right into – and, man, I thought Tiger and Max Homa, they're going to have to take him off the course on a stretcher. They were laughing so hard.
Right. They kept going to it.
Yeah. But, both these first two matches as well, neither one has been competitive. It might be more fun if they're going back and forth, and when they throw the hammer, it means something. But to this point, there have been blowouts. There hadn't been a ton of personality. There's some technical glitches when they tried to talk to Tiger or some of the golfers. They didn't always hear him. We put Kevin Kisner in charge now, being the personality guy, and it's not like he's super funny to carry it. It's not like, David Faraday's walking around out there. So anyway, that's about it. It's okay. Just okay. All right, let's fire the band. We got a football fix. Let's get some headlines in here real quickly before we welcome Hick to the party. David Montgomery will be back for the Lions this week when they host Washington. He went out with that PCL injury. He finally found someone that told him to be okay to keep playing. He says he's confident in his knee. That's a big piece of Detroit's attack. The matchups are always fascinating in the postseason when you get to this point. Because if you're good enough to be here, you're good enough to pull an upset. We've seen our team do it more than once. We've seen them beat Pittsburgh, a top seed. We've seen them beat Denver, a top seed. We've seen them give Kansas City everything they wanted coming out of the wild card round. So, Detroit, be careful. I think the I'm ready. I think the Rams are going to beat the Eagles. I'm picking the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams to win that game straight up. Texans have got some high-end talent. The offensive line can hold up, and they stay in the game at Kansas City. That's not out of the realm of possibility. And then we got the heavyweight title fight, man. That's not the title fight. I'll give you another. Here are my two bold predictions. Bold postseason predictions by your boy. As bold, I don't know. Maybe they're not super bold. I think the Rams are going to beat the Eagles. And I think the winner of Ravens-Bills is going to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that would mean if Kansas City beats Houston as expected, they would then turn around and beat Kansas City. Those are my two bold projections. Man, I don't know what happened with Deontay Johnson. Maybe the story here is Mike Tomlin's unbelievable ability to manage difficult players. Because you don't find out until they leave that they're completely unmanageable.
Every time.
Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, others. This Deontay Johnson, who was a playmaker for Pittsburgh, he can't find a spot, man. Went to Carolina, he was producing a little bit, but obviously there's some sort of problem. They traded him, I think, or did they just outright cut him? I think they traded him to Baltimore. Fell in their doghouse immediately. They let him go. Houston said, we'll try. Deontay Johnson had a catch on Saturday, I think. Just like that, after 2 games, Johnson waived by the Texans. Don't forget, they're without Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. You call that addition by subtraction if you're getting rid of a proven receiver. At least it feels that way. Mike Tomlin, by the way, has a message for any team that might be eyeballing a trade. Save your time. Nick Sirianni says we're lazy. So, why are we lazy? We're lazy for questioning why A.J. Brown will be reading a book on the bench. Apparently, this is, well, it's not apparent. Nick Sirianni says it's, quote, definitely okay. I mean, I don't know where you draw the line. Can I play a video game while I'm on the bench? How about cards? Can we roll dice on the bench while we wait to go on the field? Man, this is an attention ploy. This man wasn't reading no book for any current, game time game. Doing it to get attention. Silliness. So you go with that. That's your team, man. That's your team, Sirianni. You make it work till the end. Sean McVay expects the tight end Higbee to play this week. Tyler Higbee got hit so hard in the chest he had to leave the game and go to the hospital. That's hard hitting playoff football. But he's a nice piece, part of that Rams offense for sure. All right, that's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Home Course, Joint Creek Golf Club, and All-State agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Hicken Arrival, Get Smart John, coming up soon in the 7 o'clock hour. You're listening to The Drill on a Beach Trust Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every game is a story.
And the game is tied!
Every play is a moment waiting to happen.
We're going to overtime!
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
What's good, fellas? It's your boy E to the T here. And do you need a little boost in the bedroom? Well, Blue Chew is what you need. By now, you probably know that Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin, but in a chewable form. And it's all at the fraction of the cost. So what you waiting for? Blue Chew is all online, my boy. No doctor's visits, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Plus, it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The licensed medical pros work with you to find the right ingredients and strength for your prescription. Guys, if you don't like swallowing pills, no problem. Blue Chew is a chewable tablet. And ready for a great offer? How about free? Go to BlueChew.com, consult with a licensed medical provider, and get your first month for free. Turn that oh no, into a oh yeah. Just chew it and do it. You see what I did there? Go to BlueChew.com.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey with a question here. Was your goal to lose weight this new year? If so, are you already down 18 pounds? That's a serious question because I dropped 18 pounds in my first 3 weeks alone with Awaken 180 weight loss. That's how fast the weight can fall off when you choose the solution for weight loss. Each week, you look at the scale and the number goes down and down. Every morning you wake up, you feel better and better. For me, I love that instant feedback of knowing that Awaken 180 was working for me on a daily basis, experiencing those results. And given how easy Awaken 180 was, there was no way I wouldn't reach my goal. And I did. 25 pounds total thanks to Awaken 180, and I've kept the weight off since. The only weight loss program I know that puts their money where their mouth is. They're so confident in your success, they offer free support for life. A one-time investment in yourself for a lifetime of benefits online at awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation. The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish Revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Prize Picks. Fifth-ranked Florida Gator men's basketball team was upset at home by the unranked Missouri Tigers. The head coach, Todd Golden, and his team didn't demonstrate enough fight.
Did not feel like we competed well enough tonight. I thought Missouri out-toughed us, and it stings because that's something that we've been good at all year.
Jag quarterback Trevor Lawrence sat down recently with the team's reporter and offered his view on the season.
I think the whole year was challenging, just frustrating. It seems like we can never get in a rhythm, and definitely didn't go the way we all thought it would.
Gator QB DJ Lagway was elected by the Football Writers Association of America Freshman All-American Team. Freshmen led Florida to their first bowl game win since 2019. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 40 degrees at 7:03. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Guess what day it is?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day is it? Anybody?
Anybody? Mike, do you know?
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Mike.
Hump day.
You know it! Woo! Yes, sir! What day is it?
Let's say it's hump day!
Hump day! Let's go! Woo! Uh-oh. Good to be here on a Hump Day Wednesday. I am stoked for today's program.
I'm just going to say this about your TGL. If it's going to succeed, they need to at least
my TGL.
Get the simulator right. Like Tiger doesn't airmail greens. He had a 115-yard shot last night with a wedge, and on the simulator, he hit it into the water.
Yeah,
Come on.
Those guys playing last night were not very good. How about that? How about Kisner? He needs to be cut.
I think it's part of the.
They almost got to do this. They almost got to go, look, if it's gonna be this bad, then let's cut one of our golfers and add a celebrity guy who's no good and throw him in the mix.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, if you do that though, it loses.
No, but they have to be good.
Yeah,
but you can't keep them. They're doing other things.
There's not enough
personality,
caring. Like they're trying to have these teams, and hey, no disrespect, Tiger, but dude, you got to wear the team shirt. I'm wearing my own Tiger shirt. It's off red. It's not exactly the same red as what you clowns are wearing.
I did notice that.
You can't do that, man. It's team golf, bro.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I mean, I knew that he was wearing different.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were all dressed the same.
So, but the fact that people are look, if you love golf, it's cool. It's not necessarily.
It moves along pretty quick.
But it is 2 hours. I'm not.
Did it go 2 hours, huh?
It's like 7 to 9. I'm not watching 7 to 9, but I watch it. I enjoy it.
I didn't watch much.
I take it for what it's worth. I saw Serena there. She's one of the team owners of the LA squad. I think. I don't think
her husband owns the team.
I
enjoyed her interview actually, and I saw Tiger's mom for the first time since the Robo Tiger press conference.
She's been around. She was at the Masters.
But I haven't seen her. I haven't really noticed. She looks good. She looks better. She's anti-aging.
Oh, good. Good for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kisner's got to go, dude. I mean, he's terrible.
This guy rifled one off the flag.
Guy can't. It's like again.
Couldn't carry the water.
I say this as a guy who can't do what they do. Understand them with respect, but a pro golfer from 270
can't leave it short and rolling back down the hill in the water.
You saw the same thing.
These guys were in the penalties areas and water.
You're like me. You watch a lot of the first 2 or 3 holes, and then you moved on.
I'll tell you one thing I do like. There are a little bit of Goonie golf holes.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Well, you can go for like one was like a what's this called?
Did they
Like
play the same? Did they play the same course that the other teams played last week?
I don't
know either. I can't get into this, dude.
That's fine.
And then when real golf comes, it's really going to be a hard sell, right? Because they're going to be playing these, and you're going to have the players on, and I'm going to go home and watch this.
No, this is only 8 weeks long, bro.
Goes to April. Goes into April. The schedule, they play in March 3rd, March 10th, March 17th. They get triple header, I think, on March 17th.
I mean, you're the one. You're the one who's sitting there watching the YouTube golf and saying you got to get involved. And now the tour is, and now they come up with this, and you're not liking it.
I don't enjoy. I'm not.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not telling anyone not to watch it. I just don't. Yeah, it's not.
I guess because I don't know the game as much as y'all. Like it's appeasing to me.
Yeah, there you go.
I like the joking and the cracking up and all of that stuff. So yeah, I kind of like it.
They still haven't figured out. I saw twice the host, and again, his lack of golf knowledge. And I'm not saying his lack of golf. He'd be like me. He keeps saying the same things over and over again. I need a guy who knows golf doing this, who's got personality but knows golf, because he goes, well, this hole really cuts off over here, so you got to decide.
Matt Every would be perfect. Matt would be good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the experience, and so there you go. Whoever's listening,
personality.
we call Reimer, get Maddie the job. $10% finder's fee, Maddie. God, I was going to say something else.
But anyway, that was just a precursor for me to watch the Gator Hoops team, which
it was an oddly officiated game.
Oh,
I've never watched a game where the officials became so much the story over these odd calls and odd.
Patrick put that best. Patrick Young was working at SEC Network. He said, I won't quote him here.
I turned it off down 18.
Officiating crew. We are starting a review on the previous review to determine if the current review adds more time to the previous review.
Right.
They reviewed like 9 plays.
Except for the one where his foot's on the line, and they don't.
Yeah. Well, they should have. Maybe they did. Who knows?
Maybe they didn't say it didn't, but I wouldn't want – I'm not going to say, well, you lost by 1 and they gave me 3 points. Who knows what happens at the end if it mattered, I mean, the whole timeline changes if –
Yeah.
If it was a 2 rather than
I was disappointed in the team because they're better than this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say lack of effort. I don't know what it is, but you can't get down 19 at home ever if you're Florida.
Yeah.
And you can't be flat.
Yeah,
you got 2 games a week.
I know.
It's you know what we're doing, guys? We'll see you at 6 a.m. We're running sprints.
Well, there's also this. They lost to a 15-3 basketball team that's already beat a number one. It's not that they're good.
Yeah.
There's teams in the SEC that are – I don't understand how the pollsters are determining that this 14-2 team is unranked.
Yeah.
And this 14-2 team is number 5 in the country.
Yeah. Missouri beat Kansas, too.
Right.
But they didn't have a their out-of-conference schedule was weak.
But
this guy –
They beat somebody better than anybody we beat out of conference.
They didn't win a game last year in the conference.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
crazy.
think. So this guy went and
they're 3-1. They're 2 in
transfer
the league.
portal to death and has rebuilt his team like a champion. So congrats.
Anyway,
to him.
there's going to be a lot of games. Look, Ole Miss won at Bama. This is what we're talking about when we say how deep it is.
Don't blow games at home. And we think it's deep, and it looks deep. But we'll see come tournament time. They all better,
in this case, we have a lot more cross-conference evidence than we do in basketball because they've beaten up on the good teams.
14-2 against the ACC.
Right.
Blah,
they've
blah,
done that. That's why it looks.
Back to this team. This team has potential and has Final Four look on it, and just not being able to get shots. We fell into this. Hey, let Walt shoot it.
They do that
down the stretch. We can't do that.
Yeah, it bails him out sometimes.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Billy Don. It's a go-to play in basketball, dude. Top players when teams are struggling dominate the ball at every level.
Yeah.
Billy, Big Shot Irv. Billy Don.
Shout out Big Shot Irv.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So in the NBA, it's always that guy.
Come give me the pick. I'll go around.
Right.
But then this guy flashes and go hit
him.
Condon.
And he usually can.
Yeah.
Here is the Achilles heel for Florida basketball, and we can talk more hoops later. The Achilles heel, this is what will end the Florida season.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they will fall short of the ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
The Achilles heel. And it's shown up too many times. It shows up in the win sometimes, but it doesn't matter because you're winning. The free throw shooting.
It's back. Started out great this year.
Yeah, but it's back. And they missed 10 free throw shots last night. You can't miss free throws. You can't go 20 of 30 from the line. That's just no.
But Missouri did too.
I don't care. That's what separates you as a great team then.
Yeah.
You're at home. You can't go 21 of 31 from the line.
Well, I was
one more you make it. It's just one.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed.
Well, sure, you should be. That's expectation.
One thing I did notice is it does take, like, Missouri had a hot shooter like Kentucky had a hot shooter.
Yeah.
You know, and that kid was knocking things
How about
down.
boxing one him or something then? Let's do something. Change something.
He's not going to score. Like, he made 5 in the first half, and he comes out now, and he gets a wide open look to start the second half. I'm like,
yeah. Well, then he hit 2 down the stretch.
You can tell Golden was ticked. One of them, Elijah Martin, was all over him. Anyway, it's a loss. It is what it is. But I'm disappointed in them because they're better than that.
I'm disappointed to a degree. The only thing that makes mine taper a little bit is the fact that it is basketball. It's such a long season. You drop games.
I just hate the whole. They were flat. You're 20 years old.
They didn't
you got
shoot
2
well.
games
I don't.
a week.
Yeah, I don't know what flat means.
Well, they didn't
That's
play
fair.
great D, bro.
No.
They scored a lot of.
No, but here's what also happened. We pointed this out before. Did Florida play great D, or did the other team not make a shot?
Mm-hmm.
And those shooting gods, little G, came back in spades last night. Missouri couldn't miss in the first half.
Right.
So, but you can't give up 50 and a half. I don't care who you're playing. Play an NBA team, you shouldn't give up that much.
Robert Salah had his interview with the Jags yesterday. I'm not a big fan, and just in the respect, he's 20 and 36 as a coach. I'm going to hire a worse winning record than the guy I just fired. Makes no sense to me. So, and I don't know what kind of
this job is a plum opening, and if they don't get the very best, then they get what they deserve. Unfortunately, so do we.
Graziano on ESPN put in, and you don't like this. Ben predictions, and he had us hiring Joe Brady, which would be fine, but he had Ben Johnson going to the Raiders because the Raiders will allow him to bring in his general manager. His words, not ours.
Right.
So
it's a huge mistake.
It is.
It's a huge mistake.
Chronicled it. Was nothing more we could do.
And it's not aging well. It's like I'm getting more firm in that. I'm not just about, okay, well, move on, make the best of it. No, the chance for your head coaching job to open up if things are running well should happen once a decade. It's a big opportunity. Mm-hmm. Don't treat it as, we'll get whoever it is and make it work.
Maybe
if you have an impediment and you have one thing to hiring the very best head coach, and that same impediment is a guy who has wasted all your draft assets, your draft picks, and your salary cap money and your free agents money has just been wasted. He's made you worse in 2 years.
Is it impediment or impediment?
Either way.
You can go either way.
I think so.
I mean, you're the higher educated.
Well, then yes, it's either. You can pronounce it either way.
I've got a little word salad in me at times.
Well, Well, if I stop your progress, I'm impeding it, right? I'm not impeding it. I'll allow you to say impediment, but impediment is certainly okay.
It is okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Look, here's the deal too. Again, this couldn't be more perfect to get whoever you wanted, except for the one roadblock. We've got 10 draft picks, more than anyone in the league.
Oh yeah.
We got $35 million in salary cap, which is top third in the league. It's a perfect situation to get the very best to take your team forward, and we're gonna just gonna tie an anchor and throw it overboard.
All right, Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day time. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Gators, the Jaguars, and the PGA Tour. Now's your chance to lock down a 4.99% fixed interest rate. Just a little off kilter here. Who's your favorite announcer team doing NFL games? I give you the 4 big boys, and there are others, and you told me about the others, but Aikman Buck, Burkhart Brady, Nance Romo, Tarico Collinsworth. I'll start with E because Jeff doesn't care as much about announcers.
No, but I have my. I can sort those 4.
Okay.
Like if I'm listening to a game and I have my choice of any of those 4 announcing crews, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Aikman Buck, Burkhart Brady, Nance Romo, Tarico Collinsworth. E, what say you?
I like Aikman Buck, man.
Okay, that's fine. Stop cyberbullying Joe Buck. Ross?
I'm going to knock you over with a feather who I'd take. I don't think you would guess who I would take.
No? Okay.
That's pretty standard. I'm going Nance Romo.
Mm-hmm.
That's comfortable to me.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable listen.
Nance Romo, number 1, 40.3%.
It surprises me. I thought that maybe some.
Aikman Buck, East pick, 29.1%. Tarico Collinsworth, 25%. Burkhart Brady, 5.2.
Very has not made an impact. He's very vanilla.
And it's also nobody knows who Burkhart is.
But if they don't show you Brady's face, you don't even know it's him.
Like the non-factor for real.
Olsen's better than Brady. He's just not Brady.
I don't know that. I haven't noticed. I will take your. I mean, according to you, and that's fine. I don't. Just
Greg Olsen is much better. He's the one who was the number 1.
Okay.
He got bounced down.
I think Kevin Harlan should have a main job. I like him.
Yeah, I like Harlan.
I think Kevin Harlan is missing from one of those 4 spots.
That's fair. But who would you bounce out? Aikman, or Buck. Burkhart. Well, Burkhart would be the one. 657 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken. It's brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes. As I mentioned, a 4.99% fixed interest rate. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your information and get in the game. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Kisner was filling in for Tom Kim. He's the normal player. Apparently, he couldn't make it for the debut on ESPN, Tom Kim. He had something else going on.
Kind of a big deal here.
Yeah, so anyway.
We're not giving you the cut this week, Tom.
Kisner is filling in there.
Kisner should have at some point said, I'm just a fill-in when he bladed that thing out of the bunker. Ooh, Lordy.
That was weird.
I mean,
that's hard to do.
He was terrible, man.
No, I like you saw that he landed it. I saw the exact one. It was like second or third hole where he was par 5 trying to carry it in 2.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that's a 4-iron for a lot of players.
Yes.
I mean, not kidding.
Right.
He only had to carry it about 250.
Right.
Although you take it out of the humid air and the wind, and maybe these guys don't just hit it.
Or they
dead
may
calm.
be saying something about the simulator was off last night. Who knows?
I don't think that Tiger Woods can hit a wedge. He's not going to fly a wedge 25 yards further than he meant to hit it. I think there's some simulation going on there. So I don't know why they can't take the same 6 and just take them over there to the Valley course and let them play. I would enjoy that. That would be more like the YouTube golf that I enjoy.
All right, we got trivia coming up, man.
Oh, boy, exciting.
GSJ, we got
give him a whooping.
Murphy Power Hour later, brought to by ITP Partners. Those guys, he'll be rolling in. So lots going on here on the Hump Day edition.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, so it's me, just my opinion. But if I'm going to hire a defensive coordinator, I don't know why. I just like Brian Flores a lot more than, say, Robert Saleh. That's the guy I would bring in. I would go with Brian Flores over. I like what he did with the Vikings defense this year. I like the fact that he's had experience but learned from it. I'm sure Saleh's the same way. But to me, I'm going towards Brian Flores, who's set to interview with the Jaguars on Friday of this week. Again, appreciate the Jaguars on one thing, certainly transparent with this coaching search, telling us who they're interviewing, when the interviews are completed. I think that's kind of a cool thing for the fans to follow. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. They're looking not for coaches, but experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. The benefits include 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Woo! Come see why Lift Power is one of the best places to work year in and year out. It's been voted that way. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. It's family-owned and operated, and we want you to be part of the family. Here's your opportunity. LiftPower.com is the place to go. That's LiftPower.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Living life on the edge of your seat.
Are you kidding me?
Your front row seat for play-by-play.
Break it free, they're not going to catch you.
1010XL.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Guess what? We love rugs. We'll treat your fine Oriental rugs with tender, loving care they deserve. How about Gerard, the Zero Res rug cleaning manager, one of the few certified master rug cleaners in the state of Florida? If you want your rugs cleaned with tender love and care, call Zero Res. Right now, have one rug washed and we'll wash the second rug free. That's right, buy one, the second one on me. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hey, sports fans, it's Hayes Carline from MyBookie. It's win now or go home. The NFL playoffs are the ticket to the biggest game of the year, and all roads lead to New Orleans. The NCAA playoffs will set the stage, but this is your chance to get in on every high-stakes moment along the way. Your road to New Orleans starts now with MyBookie. MyBookie is the ultimate destination for bettors who want more. Whether you're backing the underdogs or riding with the favorites, every drive, every touchdown, every moment is an opportunity to win big. Kick off your 2025 right with risk-free Thursdays. Place a bet. If it doesn't hit, MyBookie has your back. Dive into the Bet Boost tab to supercharge your picks and build that bankroll before the big game. The action doesn't stop. MyBookie's online casino keeps the excitement going 24/7. If you haven't joined yet, now's the time. Use promo code 1010XL on your first deposit, and MyBookie will hook you up with an instant bonus because you deserve to start strong.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, Call 722-1111 for instant keys locksmith service.
Imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a couple decades, and he's decided to go into this new and exciting personal world of concierge medicine. So you bet I'm going with him. Why? Lots of reasons. For one, I'm not feeling good. I need an appointment. I get in and see Doc T right away. Sometimes regular doctors, it's going to be a couple weeks, then you're feeling fine. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. It's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. As far as doctors, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest, been in our community forever. So, yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specials, hospital follow-ups, Doc T's got you covered. You got questions, you want to see the pricing, real transparent. Just go to mypvconcierge.com, mypvconcierge.com. You won't regret it. It's a good move, and it's concierge medicine at its best.
Epic offers. Factory direct pricing on AC equipment from Epic Cool Heating and Air. Call 904-859-EPIC. Epic discounts for military, police, first responders, and 1010 listeners like you. Epic Cool Heating and Air.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline. It's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $2,600 per ounce. Pay bills. Buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
So happy to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it. That's how you'll be treated when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure there. Just folks who want to help you out. And, you know, I got my boy Blue, my blue Silverado. So if you want a truck like me, but if you want a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got it all. You can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard. Don't worry. MooreChevy.com with an E. That's MooreChevy.com with an E because it's easy to navigate. Has all the vehicles there, sales, service, parts. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Jacksonville. When AEW returns home, it is the biggest party in all of professional wrestling.
Daily's Place, the home of AEW.
And on Saturday, January 25th, Collision returns live. It's a new year and a whole new era in AEW. And there's no better time to experience the excitement than right now. AEW Collision Homecoming, live from Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Tickets on sale now, starting at $20 at AEWTIX.com.
When you roll into a convenience store for some cold Bud Light, you want to make sure it's, well, cold. Check out the big coolers at Circle K. They make sure it's chilled and ready to go for the big game or party. Swing by Circle K and pick up some cold Bud Light.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
You know him, you love him. Or maybe you just put up with him. He's bald. He's beautiful. And he smells so darn good. TriviaNation.com's own Get Smart Johnny. Johnny!
Good morning, Googans. How are you?
Good morning, Guggen. How are you?
Doing well. Jeff, I do have a request since it's the new year. If you would at some point, not necessarily today, but I would love for you, as other Googans and Googanellas who may or may not have heard it, the Mr. Oprah Winfrey story.
You want the Mr. Oprah
We'll do
Winfrey
that
story?
around Christmas.
All right.
How about that?
Christmas?
I mean, Super Bowl. Super Bowl. We'll do that around
Okay.
Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl
Okay.
week story. So, yeah, that's worth retelling. Sure. One of the many
Yeah,
times
okay.
I've stepped right in it.
Oh, no, but it's...
Yeah, you right hand up accountability. You apologize and move on. What are you going to do? Thankfully, I did it on the spot. That would have bothered me forever, but I had not just conquered my fears and immediately faced the wrath.
I don't even know that story.
He was very nice, man.
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, this is
He doesn't
great.
know the story.
Great story. Yes, it really is. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have a shout-out.
Shout out.
Yes, to Jeff Teeter.
Teeter.
Yes, yep. Guggen from the gym.
Yeah.
Speaking of the gym, and of course, Drew would probably know this too, that they're doing major construction. It's just a real pain in the butt.
That's
so,
too bad. Maybe you guys
anyway.
should lift up some I-beams and carry them around instead.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
It'll work.
Right. Contribute to the cause.
Just dropped an I-beam into the program.
Why not?
Yes. And two things. So I did get some inspiration from the show yesterday,
Good.
which will contribute to the audio clue this morning.
Wonderful.
And last night, we did have a question which ultimately ended in a anti-social. And you know what that means.
Yeah, we'll clean up that light work.
We'll get that.
Well,
mess.
we will see. We will see. So but we'll save that one for a little bit later, okay? Kind of tease everybody. But as we do a lot of mornings, we get things started with alcohol.
Yeah.
I'd like to get started.
Shot.
There's been a now aged bottle of Guns N' Hoses wine here I've threatened to open for years. Maybe today's the day.
Today might be.
I mean, it's just, you know, by the way, I had a question about office protocol. Remember that Diet Coke I asked you all about a month ago that had been in the fridge for 3 months? And I said, what is the time frame for an unopened soda to sit in the fridge until it's no one's?
Mm-hmm. Still there.
Yeah, it's still there. I'm just wondering.
Go ahead and drink.
Tells me I could have drank it a month ago. No one would have noticed.
Nope.
Probably.
You know
I would
what
say
the
30
irony
days.
of it all is with my dumb brain? It's probably mine. I probably put it in there 4 months ago.
Now, at our work refrigerator, we have to label things with our initials.
Yeah, we're not here enough, or we probably would be.
I didn't want to say this, but at the television studios, there's vending machines, and I hit the wrong button one day, and it popped out this like strawberry, some kind of fizzy drink. And so I didn't want it, so I got another one. So I took the strawberry fizzy drink and I put it in the fridge, and it's been there for a while.
Yeah. But we don't have a vending machine, so that can't be the reason here.
Anyway.
You know what the real truth of it is, E? This is the funniest part.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I first brought it up, like I have a sneaky suspicion. I really do believe it's Dan's. I think because every once in a while he'll bring in a Diet Coke or waters and he'll put them in there. And I don't know. So it very well might be his.
It could be.
Yeah. Anyway, I've wasted our time. Go ahead, John.
Alcohol.
That's okay. Yeah, it's alcohol, right. Translating to little ovens, Hornitos, that's Hornitos. Hornitos is a brand of which liquor?
Isn't it tequila?
That's that tequila.
Yeah.
Even I knew that one.
Yeah.
Dan like that Hornitos?
Oh.
Okay.
Science. With regards to sleep phases, what does the acronym REM stand for?
Rapid eye movement.
Correct.
That is correct. State capitals.
State capitals.
I like this one.
Oh, sure you do.
Yes. No, this is a good one. What is the only two-word capital city with both words having exactly 5 letters each?
Something. Okay, it's not city. Two-word capital.
Capital city. Mm-hmm.
It's 2 words, huh?
Correct.
All right, let's just what?
2 words.
And I debated about doing this one because of the time.
Yeah.
Because I know you would get this with a little.
I mean, we just gotta have to run through all we'll just have to run through the capitals. Go up it's probably I'm going through all.
Now, if you want, I haven't done this, but if you want, we can pass it for now and come back to it.
Let's do that and think about it.
You want to do that? And that's fine.
And I'll just think about it in the downtime. I'll just go through the capitals in my head until we get to the one.
Because I believe you will get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of time constraints.
Sure.
We understand. Sure.
Due to time constraints, we move further into Ames
That's
action.
right.
Wow.
World history.
World history.
In 1989, thousands of Germans teamed up to destroy what barrier?
That's the wall.
The Berlin Wall.
The Berlin Wall.
Yeah. Music.
Manilow!
Very good. Yeah, good crowd last night. Did that sounds, and they did it in unison. They were excellent. You've been very proud, Dan.
Love
Yeezy, Yeezy, is a media and fashion brand founded by what rapper?
Kanye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
Proud of you, old man White.
Thank you, friend. Even I got that one.
Even I got that one, he says.
You know,
Jeff knew that.
You know who I saw on the Beast show last night? I've been watching the Beast show.
You're into I thought you said you didn't really like the Beast
I
show.
started.
All right.
Lil Yachty.
Oh, you saw Yachty?
Yachty made an appearance.
We also
Only
known
one
as-
person knew him.
also known as Lil Boat.
Lil Boat. Lil Yachty was on there.
Look at you, man.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Yachty.
Okay. Space geography.
Space geography.
Yes. Okay. Listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
A group of 5 bright stars making a W helps you recognize which constellation bearing the name of it's Ethiopian, which is spelled Aethiopin, the Ethiopian Queen.
Mm-hmm. It's the Y in the sky.
W.
Oh, it's a W?
A group of 5 bright stars making a W helps you recognize which constellation bearing the name of the Ethiopian Queen.
I'm hoping it starts with W, and that's not just Baton Rouge.
Yes. Nice.
I got
done that before. Very good.
I almost said Little Rock, and then I said Rock's only got 4. Baton Rouge. I went down through
nice.
Back to back. Thank God. I was just moving around the country. Went from Arkansas to Louisiana. All right, anyway.
I like it.
So I'm guessing she starts with W. I don't know any.
No, it does not begin. No, it does not begin.
Then it's a queen.
Starts up looking like a W.
I know
Cleopatra?
No.
It's way before that?
No, it's just because I know because of the constellation thing.
Okay.
It's one of the.
Well, I get that, but what are they called?
I just know the Big
It's
Dipper.
like I've seen it like in a movie or something, or
like Andromeda, or
more like that.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah. No.
What's the queen? What is the
Ethiopian? Which sounds like it's like Greek.
That's thrown me.
Yeah, just a Greek goddess is what we're looking for here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with the Greek Athena, it could be Athena.
No.
Okay. It could be Aphrodite.
No.
Oh, no, don't go that way. I'm not saying that. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path.
No,
so.
it might not be. Okay.
I don't.
Definitely heard of it. You have definitely heard of it.
Yeah, I know. I got. What's the?
What about Medusa?
No.
Let's go evil.
It's only because of the stars, not because of the person. Like the names you know a little bit about.
Right,
those
and you always associate it with that.
This is just because of the star.
Huh. I don't know.
What's it? Give me a clue. What's it start with?
C.
It's like I don't know. It's Cass something.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and the rest of it.
I don't know it. What is it?
Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia.
No.
No?
That's not in my head.
Okay.
Never seen that.
Dan, you've heard of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't, Jeff?
I have not. No, never heard that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cassiopeia.
okay.
Yeah, good.
Like I said, I might have seen it in a movie or something.
I like the ones where I've actually literally never heard, as opposed to the ones
Okay.
you've heard but you don't remember, or you should know but you don't. I've never really. And you know what? And it's the only owner of a telescope among the group. I'm embarrassed.
Well, and that's why I said, and you know what? I kind of thought Jeff would be, if I'd have bet, I would have bet Jeff would have gotten it.
I can't get that damn thing to work. I need a good one. I need someone to come in
Don't say I need a good one.
No.
She'll hear that. She'll go spend more and buy a better one.
I was going to go a step further. I don't just need a bet. I need somebody to come in and set it up. Like, so I can point it where I need to. I'm all over the place. I can tell you what my backyard trees look like. I'm good at those.
Oh, dear.
That's classic. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, let's, as I said,
I call this a water oak, Dan. A water oak. If you look off into the distance, 24 feet.
As I said, I got the inspiration yesterday from the show for the audio clue.
Okay.
So, E, if you'd please do the honor, sir.
Yeah. I thought I had wrote this song.
Nobody does it better.
I know who it is, if that's the question, so I can.
That is the question.
Oh, yeah. This is Wheelhouse.
Okay, so I have no idea. Let me guess. It'll be fun. This is like early 70s that where we're at? Or is this like Karen Carpenter?
77.
Is this a
Is it
James
like,
Bond movie?
it's like
It is a
Rita,
Bond. Yes.
Rita Coolidge?
No. That's a good guess, though.
It is a good guess.
All right, just give it to
Hey,
me.
was this lady married to JT?
Yes.
Yeah. Carly Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I could have
It's
got
The
there.
Spy Who Loved Me.
Yeah.
It was featured in that, yes.
It's
Top 10.
kind of my theme song.
Man, the other one was better, bro. The one I played yesterday was better, bro.
But this is where it came from.
Yeah, for sure.
That Lil stole this. He stole it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nate
Very
Dogg,
good
man.
that you got that.
I real quick, I want to get it out because it's drive time and don't add a big headache to your morning. Right now, speed trap alert, Southside Boulevard near Deerwood. So coming up and down Southside this morning, keep those speeds down. You need to anyway, but if we got to remind you to keep some cash, then so be it. That's the speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. All right, continue.
Oh, no, very good. Got to help him out.
Come on, man. That's
He thought this was
No,
original.
no.
Didn't think this was the original, though, so I learned something.
No. You give me Carly any day.
Yes. Yes. I was also impressed that you remembered she was married to James Taylor, too.
Right.
So that was very good. What's your favorite category?
Presidents.
Right. Besides Donald Trump,
Mm-hmm.
who is the only U.S. president to win 2 non-consecutive terms. And this has been in the news.
Yeah, it has,
He was
and I
elected.
can't remember.
Is it an older guy?
Yeah, I was back at like the turn of the century. Is that right, John? Like between the right end of 18s, early 19s?
Yes.
It wasn't Teddy Roosevelt, right?
No, he wanted to. No. It wasn't Franklin. He served.
And
a bunch
definitely not
of-
FDR,
yeah.
no.
He's the reason they
I was
changed
thinking
it.
maybe it was right. I think it was. I was thinking, but it was. John's right. It was in the forefront. But I'll never. Millard Fillmore.
I don't know.
I'd go Teddy Roosevelt. I don't think that's it.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland.
Son of a beast thing.
Hell of a pitcher too.
He was a fat A. He was a fat A.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, apologies to the Guggen who brought us in the flashcards. We haven't opened
I know.
Yeah.
I think we opened it, but we haven't.
They're next to the telescope.
Here's an extra one that doesn't count just because Washington's still in the playoffs, and obviously I'm thrilled. Can you tell me who the head coach of the then Washington Redskins was before Joe Gibbs?
Before Joe Gibbs?
Jim Zorn?
No, before Gibbs.
Not Jim Zorn?
Well, he was.
Gibbs
Not
was there
Joe
twice.
Gibbs 2.0. Yeah, not 2.0, the original. Yeah.
Well, that's a good. Is it because that old offensive line coach?
It's not George Allen. It's not that far back.
No, they had someone.
No,
in
he was
between.
after George Allen. He was after George
Is it
Allen.
like
It's not Orr.
It's like
What about Orr?
he was. No, he's talking about like the first Joe Gibbs
right,
back in the
first
early
iteration.
'80s. Like
Exactly. 81 was his first.
Is it
was
like
his first year.
like Jim Hannafin or like one of the like old crusty O line coaches for a
He played for George Allen too, and he went on to coach other NFL teams.
Oh, I know. who
Mary
you're talking-
Campbell.
No, it's he was one of the. He played for Washington. He was one of the over the hill gang guys.
Yes.
It
yes.
was.
And he played for Allen
Party,
with the Rams.
Jack Party.
Jack Party, yeah, Jack Party.
Very good. Okay, that was an extra anyway, just because.
Yeah, Jack Party.
Can I get a college for Jack Party?
Ooh.
Texas Tech.
I was gonna say Houston. I could be wrong though. I know he coached them. I know he did, but I
I
could
have
be.
no idea.
That's a great question.
Party was a
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Okay.
Was he
okay.
a quarterback, Jack Party?
No,
he's
linebacker.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
Linebacker. Yes.
Gruff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a bad coach, as I recall. May coach Bears or something. He coached someone else too.
Well, I know he coached the Oilers.
Yeah,
probably a little.
He coached in the USFL.
Probably a little Dan Campbell-ish.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. Nice pull, though. Disasters.
You look kind of like Robert Duvall, as I remember. It's who he reminded me of. He had kind of a Robert Duvall look about him.
Yeah. Actually, that's, that is pretty, there was some resemblance there. Speaking of resemblance, voice recognition, John Mara. You want to know who John Mara sounds like when I was listening? Sounds a little bit like TC. No, TC. Tom Coughlin. Mm-hmm. If you listen, you'll have to pull it up and see if I'm not somewhat correct. Okay.
Pardee coached the Bears for 3 years and then went to the at the time Redskins from there, and also coached the Oilers early 90s.
There you go.
Okay. Very good. Disasters. In 1937, Herb Morrison exclaimed, "Oh, the humanity," when reporting a dramatic narration of the landing of wet vessel.
It's the Hindenburg, right?
Yes. Yeah. I knew you knew that, so I wasn't going to put that out there. Okay. That was good.
Give us the antisocial.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. It's recent events.
Okay.
On December 12th, at the Game Awards 2024, which PlayStation 5 exclusive video game won the coveted Game of the Year award?
Call Brooks.
Will that not be the
now, that's what I was going to say. I bet your kids know the answer to this.
Fortnite, or was that the year before?
Fortnite or a Call of Duty? It's probably one of those two, but I'm not sure.
It seems like Fortnite was more like COVID era when it was.
I've never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm not a.
Oh, the
gamer.
winner you've never heard of?
No.
Is there a new one? I heard it's like
it's all a lie. The answer is Madden every year. It's Madden.
Is there one? Is it Marvel something?
I don't think no Marvel game.
No,
it's in the game. I just see all the commercials and World of Warcraft or no, what's the? I don't know. I don't play video games, so I have no idea.
I know. I don't either.
Yeah. What is it?
Astrobot.
Never.
I ain't even heard of that.
I haven't either. That's what I'm saying.
Astrobot.
Congratulations to the designers of Astrobot.
Okay, let's give you one more to end on a winning note, okay? And there may be a bonus. Music.
Mellow!
Berry Gordy was the founder of what famous record label?
Is it
Def Jam?
It's no.
Is it Motown?
Yeah.
Motown Records. For a bonus, he's probably not going to know this, but back in the 80s, Berry Gordy's son, a one-word name, had a top 10 80s hit called Somebody's Watching Me. Can you tell me?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh, yes.
It's just
because there was Michael Jackson singing background. What was his name? That's right. Very good, guys.
I didn't.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, I was.
One name?
Yeah, that is. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna know it.
I don't know.
No.
Rockwell.
Yeah,
Still don't
never.
know.
Never, ever.
Okay.
I heard of it.
Never
it was
have
a good
I
song
ever.
because, like I said, MJ was singing most of the background,
That's
so you heard
okay.
more of him than anything else.
Our best,
But
David.
you got it. You got it correct.
Shout out, Johnny!
Boys, have a great day. We'll see you.
John. There he goes. Get smart, John.
By the way.
Off and away. You'll smell him before you see him, ladies and gentlemen.
Berry Gordy. Married and divorced 3 times, has 8 children with 6 different women.
Dude, nothing. I saw somebody sent me the Nick Faldo latest. How many he's on and the current that he's married to. Ooh.
Oh, yeah? Oh, boy.
He's on a girl, former exotic dancer. It's her 7th marriage, Dan. Why do you think she married Nick Faldo? She's on number 7.
Ooh,
it's his 3rd. Have fun, Nick. Got a job to do.
I got a job to do.
This is The Drill. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Rev up your life with luxury at Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard. Right now, used car prices are 12% lower than their peak in April of 2022, making this the perfect time to drive home in a dream car. Specializing in luxury used vehicles, offering you elegance at prices that are finally coming back down to earth. See special listings in the newspaper every Saturday or online at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They can transform your backyard with fire pits, pergolas, screen enclosures, and outdoor kitchens. And CSS handles the entire project from start to finish. You dream it, they build it. CSSOutdoor.com.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think a lot of the same way. We look at that money we pay monthly, and we add that up in our heads. We go, man, that's a lot of money. If something happens, we need you to be there. And that's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaproski have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. 2 words, customer service. They don't take it lightly. It's important to them. And here's examples. Like, I can speak from personal because something happens. When something did happen, I call Craig and Chris. They get me all my information that day. It's important to them to take care of their customers, and that's what they do. If they don't answer, they call you right back. I speak from experience, like I said. So get an insurance checkup today for homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business. They're easy to get a hold of. It's Craig.Kaproski, Koproski, Craig.Kaproski at goosehead.com, or just call 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Instead of wasting money on resolutions you won't keep, why not invest in something that lasts? Like fixing that dripping faucet, clearing that clogged drain, or finally tuning up your AC. Call Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. We'll help you keep your home in shape this year. It's the one resolution you won't regret breaking. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule service today. Because when you're stuck, call the Duck. Right now, get $50 off any service of $150 or more.
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Mack and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars, to trucks, to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Casta Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Every Monday,
David Garrard
calls the signals and looks for you on Jaguars Today from 10 to noon.
Look past left prong. Oh, ready.
Brought to you by WaterboyJacks.com.
Duval.
On 1010XL.
The big game is almost here, and Sonny's Barbecue wants you to win a barbecue feast. Text Sonny's to the text line, brought to you by Lifetime Flooring at 641-1010 for your chance to win. 641-1010.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista with a special invitation. Are you tired of scrolling through other people's boating adventures? Are you sick of liking your friends' posts out of jealousy when you see them on the water? Are you finally ready to cure the FOMO for Florida's greatest pastime, boating? Then I'd like to invite you to visit the Freedom Boat Club at the boat show and see what this Boating Made Simple is all about. We handle the cleaning, maintenance, storage, and all the hassles of an entire fleet in Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine. You join the club and use the boats whenever you want. You can also go boating at over 350 locations across the U.S., Canada, and Europe. From water sports and cruising to inshore and offshore fishing, we've got you covered. We even include unlimited one-on-one water training for every membership, so you gain the confidence you need at the helm to have fun. See us at the boat show this month to learn about Boating Made Simple and receive a special discount on membership and start creating your own memories on the water. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Homeowners, listen up. It's time to start fresh in 2025. Prosser here, and Loan Pronto is here to help take control of your finances in 2025 by lowering your house payments and consolidating
consolidating that nagging debt. Did you know that 9 out of 10 borrowers get a better deal by calling Loan Pronto? Right now, Loan Pronto has some of the most competitive offers for refis, debt consolidation, and purchase loans, starting in the low 5s APR. If your current rate is over 6%, don't settle for paying too much. Even if you're in process with another lender, call Loan Pronto now. Lock in at a lower rate today and close in as little as 2 weeks, often with no appraisal. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Get your personalized Loan Pronto rate quote instantly with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees. Call now, 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah. All right. We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, he likes to hand out what we call a prize pack, but he says it's razzle-dazzle. What are we giving out today, E?
I got a pair of tickets to go see AEW Collision. That's happening on January 25th at Daly's Place. The tickets will be on sale now at EliteWrestling.com. All EliteWrestling.com, that is.
Yes. Oh, yeah. All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way.
See, were you watching? I'm sure you weren't watching. The Gator game was on, but did you see the highlight from the TNT broadcast game, the NBA game?
No.
All right, so the Mavericks and Dallas and Denver are playing.
Mm-hmm. I know that Jamal Murray had a boatload of points in the first half.
He had 45 on the night. He had a great night. And Jokic had a weird triple-double. He had like 10, 11, and 10. It's not like him. No, anyway, they're watching the game. Color commentator, the guy in the broadcast team, is Greg Anthony, and he's got this sharp, like, checkerboard.
I saw it on social media.
Yeah, he's got like a checkerboard jacket on with a red pocket square, and Dion is home watching the game, so he tweets out, I don't think he was asking for Anthony's specific jacket.
He liked the jacket.
Yeah, hook me up. Where can I get that jacket? Something to that effect. And so Greg, and then ultimately it became part of the broadcast. They put it up on the screen, and Anthony talked about it. And then Greg Anthony's, all right, man. He takes the jacket off his back. Shador was at the game, Dion's son.
Right.
And so he takes the jacket off his back and hands it to one of the showrunners, and she takes it and gives it to Shador. And he doesn't know what's going on, by the way. Mm-hmm. Maybe Pops could have hit him up with a quick text.
I saw him say, for real?
Yeah.
Like, for real?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, the guy's trying to explain it to him. So, yeah. So
he making sure he wasn't going to go off with Greg Anthony's jacket.
Right.
So,
right.
You said you were looking at the predictions for who might land in the different NFL spots, and you had. I'm okay with Joe Brady here.
I would be too, but he wouldn't be my first choice. And the reason we're not getting our first choice is obvious. This is who he predicted. This is Dan Graziano. I don't know if you know Dan.
Personally, no, but I know who he is.
He's an NFL writer.
He's a former left-handed quarterback for the Falcons. That was Tony Graziano.
He predicts Brian Flores to the Chicago Bears. He predicts Kellen Moore to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, some people are really starting to push that because Jerry's always liked him.
And he can push him around.
Sure he can.
He predicts Joe Brady to the Jaguars.
I think, to be honest with you, that in some rankings, he'd be the second-rated one.
For me, he would.
Yeah.
A week ago, there was a lot of thinking around the league that this could be the spot for the Lions OC Ben Johnson. Of course, it very well still could, but the Jags' decision to move on from Peterson and keep GM Trent Baalke has raised some red flags for potential head coach candidates who are hoping to start with a fully clean slate. And it means Johnson could be looking at other situations where he and a new GM would come in together. Brady's rebuilt the Bills' offense into a bully, has Buffalo positioned for a Super Bowl run. Only the Lions have scored more than his Bills' offense, 29.5 points per game. And Brady has NFL teams' attention in several recent head coach cycles. A sleeper here could be Robert Saleh.
I don't understand why.
His interview with the team will happen Tuesday. He said
I understand why he's to say. I don't understand why Robert Saleh is even in the cycle this go round.
Yeah,
I mean, you just got fired from the Jets. It was one mess up after another up there.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to put it all on him,
No.
but I'm going to put a lot of it on him. We need a couple of years to go through the car wash, man.
Yeah.
If you go hire the fired coach of the Jets,
who had a worse record than Peterson,
then God bless you.
Yeah.
Again, that would be classic. We're smarter than everyone else. If you hire a guy fired by the Jets 2 months ago, I don't know what I give up, honestly. And I'll do respect to Saleh. Maybe he'll land somewhere ultimately and be good again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's not the time or place or message or
Doesn't
move
seem
to
like
make here.
He picks Ben Johnson to the Vegas Raiders. This definitely would not have been the spot people picked for Johnson when this process started, but I have been told new minority owner Tom Brady has been making a personal appeal to Johnson and trying to sell him on coming to Vegas to build a program together with a new GM. There are major questions about who will play quarterback for the Raiders in the short and long term, but if team owner Mark Davis wants Brady to have an influence here and Johnson is the guy Brady wants, then he and the incoming GM would likely have a long runway to build that program around whatever the quarterback solution ends up being. The one thing I want to go back, I'll read the rest here. Saints, he predicts Aaron Glenn. Jets, he predicts Arthur Smith. Ugh. And that's it.
So Liam Cohen is left out. Both of the line, Spagnuolo, no.
Yeah. Todd Monken, no.
No, yeah.
There's a bunch of no's. I will say this, and I will continue to maintain this is a part of the appeal. The Jags need somebody to guide them through the next 4 years. You're not just going to get, unless you're a disaster, you're going to get 4 years here. That is an eternity for head coaches to know that they're going to get that. The Jags need this year, then the construction really gets going, then the move gets going, then the new stadium gets going. That's 25, 26, 27, and then in the new building, 28. I mean, you're all but guaranteed those. That has to be an appealing part of the job, and there are a lot of appealing parts to this job that we keep saying. This should be job number one. It really should.
Right. For all the reasons. You got a quarterback who's way better than what.
The only reason it's not job number
is
one
Trent Baalke.
Yes.
It is. It is what it is. And shame on Shad Khan for not recognizing that.
Well, and he might. Maybe he will.
Well, then not. Well, okay.
Maybe it's already been said to Ben Johnson.
All right.
So we have to give him the benefit of the doubt for that. I mean,
Dan, I want to bring up this is one of mine. I don't have as many proclamations and mantras as you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make one. I have a few through the years.
Yes.
One of mine, it goes even before good teams, NFL teams don't get better, they get better quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
One even before that was this. I said this way back in the day. In this business, in this show, in this job, I reserve the right to change my mind. It'd be awful bad to stick on wrong opinions forever and never change. So somebody on the text line, this is fair. Jeff was literally saying this week he wouldn't mind Saleh. LOL, make up your mind.
Oh, you did?
Well, I just don't mind but now that I'm really, that's of the moment, reaction. And actually, although I will say this, even when I said I wouldn't mind Saleh, that's not fair, actually. This was me and you had this conversation.
Okay.
When Saleh first came up as a wild card. And we were talking about Saleh, and we understand. I said, but don't get me wrong, I wouldn't put him higher than 4th or 5th. Remember?
You did say that. Yeah.
So, never mind. I shouldn't have even answered that. That's not correct. That's not what I was. Wouldn't mind and wanting are two different things. And even now, not wanting Saleh, it just doesn't make sense to me more than minding or wanting. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why a fired coach of the Jets would be getting interviews this fast.
All right. You said something in the break here that I can't let slide.
What happened?
It got me excited. And you know me,
I knew. By the way, did I correctly predict your reaction to a T?
Yeah,
I did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I giggled. It was Jeff said he needed a challenge. And
then I asked him this question.
He owes us a wheel spin.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, see,
and
this would make me do it, though.
And so he's willing to put this on the wheel, and we have to get this taken care of this week and get it out of the way.
Well, just tell him what I said. I need a challenge. And then I said,
I need a challenge.
And I said, before I say this, by the way, your eyes are going to twinkle, and you're going to chuckle and giggle and make fun of me, which he did. Do it right in T.
I didn't make fun of.
Well, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
You ready for this one, E? Real quick, and then we'll go back.
Yeah.
What should Tebow name his kid if it's a boy?
What should he name?
Yeah.
Daniel.
As predicted.
I saw somebody suggest Tebow.
Shout out, by the way.
Congrats shout out to them. We'll
sign them to that letter of intent, Florida.
2041.
Oh, that's already done.
We are going to go ahead and name the child later, with all due respect to the Tebows and this incredibly intimate time. But it is on social media, so I don't know how intimate it is.
I'm gonna run with a biblical name.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which one? I think Paul shows up. Because he's so into the Gospel of Paul. Like, it's always Thessalonians and Corinthians. Like, when he does this.
It's going to be TJ, Timothy Jr.
No, I think it could be some.
Robert might get in there.
Pastor Bob.
But he does have his brother, Robert, already.
Yeah.
Emmanuel?
Emmanuel.
I think
Joshua.
I think Daniel, because of Danny Worthy and Daniel, and you might have a shot
Daniel
in
in
this
the
one.
Lions Den.
Yeah.
Strong man.
It is a strong biblical name. So I think but he may go biblical.
Don't you let him name that kid Daniel.
He may go
Hezekiah.
He may go biblical.
Hezekiah.
He may go biblical like unsung hero, like a Stephen or something.
How about,
right?
how about Habakkuk?
Yeah, Habakkuk, yeah. And this is my wife Hagar. Or is Hagar a boy? Who knows? No one knows.
Now, Jeff has said.
Oh gosh.
He says.
You see what I tried to do there, Reed?
Yeah, I see it.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
We got to get to this. Jeff has said, Hick, when's the river run?
Oh God.
He said that to me. I said it's like the first week in March.
Mm-hmm.
He said he said now I can't run the whole thing, but how long would it take me to run it? And I said, I don't know, a couple 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And so he goes, okay, I think I can do it. So that's going on the wheel.
That would have to be the wheel.
Right?
Like that's it. Like that's the punishment.
If he commits to that would be it,
yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I'll run that right now.
I know you will. Can I think about it for the rest of the day?
You get till the end of this show.
This is a big commitment. I mean, you talking about your eyes being big in your stomach. Y'all see me try and run the mile.
Yeah.
And you
How'd
doing
that
it
go?
and Jeff doing is two totally different things, Dan.
We'll be out there Saturday.
Oh, I would definitely be out there rooting my boy on.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be bad. By the time I get to San Marco, I'm going to look like death.
I ran it 3 times, and I'm a terrible runner. One year I ran it, and I literally got over the bridge. The Main Street Bridge, and was so mad.
That's like a mile in.
Yeah, was so mad that I decided to do it. I was like, oh my God. And I literally had to play head games to not stop and turn around and go back and say, the hell with this. I'm not doing it.
The last time, I've done it more like 5 times. The last time that I did it, though, we were doing a show, gosh, this had to be like 15, 20 years ago, 2005 maybe.
Uh-huh.
So I'm literally almost, if I'm not 40, I'm almost 40. And it was a Friday before the river. I said, you know what, Hick, I think I'm going to do the river run tomorrow.
Oh.
You're not doing the river, blah, blah, blah. And I dang sure did. I went down, I signed up, I got my packet, and I did the river run the next day. And it took me like an hour and 45 minutes, which at the time was super slow. Like I wouldn't be able to do it in that time.
I will follow Pross with the commentary.
See, I don't need all that.
I will be on.
I don't need all that.
You and I will be there.
Definitely in there.
You'll be on. Hey, you'll be on the bicycle.
This is becoming bigger. The challenge to doing it's enough.
I'll be in the little compartment.
Hell, man?
I'll be in the little compartment next to the bicycle that you're dragging me around, and I'll be live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the River Run.
Oh, no.
There's Jeff. He's made it to the starting line. He looks a little winded.
Yeah, I am. I will. I literally running up Bay Street. I'll be tired by the time I get to the cop shop. Hick.
Boys are screaming for this one now.
Are they?
Oh, they.
I don't need. Listen. That's a hard 9.3. I can be made fun of and mocked and cajoled for a mile. It's 10 minutes. I don't know if I can do 9.3 of just getting peppered.
On the text line, the River Run is March 1st. If you walk it, it'll be 3 hours right at it. I've done it 12 straight years. I'm 40 and 260. Tell Jeff, tighten up.
I'm 58,
LOL.
boss. 58. So, by the way, I got a kid. You could be my child. Tell me I'm 40. 40?
Would you sign up, take the SAT on a Saturday, and make the score public?
That wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I'm going to do that. Then put those 2 on because I like that one better.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you won't like it at 7 a.m. on a Saturday? Well, you get up
no
early
milk,
anyway.
by the way. No milk. It won't bother me getting up early.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go down. What if I went down at 5 and went out ahead of it's still the same course and went out ahead of the pack. I just went down there at 5 a.m. and I started running. And then
they say they want to know if he's riding his scooter next to Jeff. He can provide liquid refreshments and snacks.
I could definitely slide on the scooter.
Yeah. But by the way, just so people know, I've done the river run a bunch of times, so it wouldn't be I know how grueling it is. I've never done it completely out of shape though.
Yeah,
that's the problem. But I do. What is today? The challenge of this is it would make me actually get in some semblance of cardiovascular
6 weeks.
health in the next. How like I can't train and be able to run the whole river run in 6 weeks, but
All right,
I ought to be
Googans.
able to run half, shouldn't
All
I?
right, Googans, I need your help on the text line. This is going to be a Hicken Googan lean. We can get him to do this, ladies and gentlemen. March 1st. Let's go. That's a 10-minute drill, 641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win.
You're going to get a pair of tickets to AEW Collision that's happening January 25th at Daly's Place. Tickets on sale now at allelitewrestling.com. Hit me up right now at 904-641-1010.
Boom.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. If real life were sports, radio would be like 1010XL.
I like this kind of party.
Because sports are more fun than real life. There's 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family-owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
When the heat's on high or the chill is too much, who you gonna call? Cool Cats Heating and Cooling is locally owned and operated with a perfect touch. You'll keep your home just right, day or night. AC to heating, don't take a beating. Call the coolest cats in town. With a 5-star Google rating, they're your neighbors, ready to help. So get your paw of approval from Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town. CoolCatsJax.com.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Franchi Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Here's Ben and John Lupo, owners of Beards Diamonds.
It's funny, my dad has sold people engagement rings, and now I'm selling their kids engagement rings and anniversary gifts and birthday gifts.
We're blessed with the relationships we've built over the years.
Check out our full inventory at beardsdiamonds.com.
Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. You've heard me talk about Beaches Dermatology. First off, the doctors there are terrific. Boudreaux, Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery are so good. All different locations to serve you so you can get to a close spot by your home. Their staff is second to none. I go to the one on Solana Road. Shout out to the ladies out there. And by the way, they want you to know that even in these winter months when it's cold outside, if the sun's out, like yesterday's a beautiful day, protect your skin, man. Put on a hat, cover up them ears, long sleeve dry fits, sunscreen. It'll all help. If something should come up on your skin and you need to get it checked out, go get it checked out. Don't wait. And it's so easy to go to one of the places. You just go online, make an appointment at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Hey, sports fans, it's Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. It's win now or go home. The NFL playoffs are the ticket to the biggest game of the year, and all roads lead to New Orleans. The NCAA playoffs will set the stage, but this is your chance to get in on every high-stakes moment along the way. Your road to New Orleans starts now with MyBookie. MyBookie is the ultimate destination for bettors who want more. Whether you're backing the underdogs or riding with the favorites, every drive, every touchdown, every moment is an opportunity to win big. Kick off your 2025 right with risk-free Thursdays. Place a bet. If it doesn't hit, MyBookie has your back. Dive into the Bet Boost tab to supercharge your picks and build that bankroll before the big game. The action doesn't stop. MyBookie's online casino keeps the excitement going 24/7. If you haven't joined yet, now's the time. Use promo code 1010XL on your first deposit, and MyBookie will hook you up with an instant bonus because you deserve to start strong.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and we're now in the third week of the new year. Have you lost 18 pounds yet? Well, you probably didn't choose Awaken 180 weight loss. I lost 18 pounds in my first 3 weeks alone. Switch it up and get your results at awaken180weightloss.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Millard Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Millard Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Millard Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Millard Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Blue Chew. Florida men's basketball 16-game home winning streak came to an end on Tuesday night as the Missouri Tigers defeated the Gators. The unique defense seemed to throw Todd Golden's team off their game.
You know, obviously they play a unique style. They switch a lot. They were able to pressure us quite a bit. They were able to keep us on our heels.
ESPN's Jeremy Fowler says fans in Jacksonville should keep an eye out for former New York Jet head coach Robert Saleh. He's emerging as the leading candidate to be the next Jaguar head coach. In the East Coast Hockey League, the Orlando Solar Bears shut out the Jacksonville Icemen Tuesday night in Orlando at the Kia Center. Up next, the Icemen make the trip north to face the Reading Royals at 7 p.m. Friday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:14 and it's 42 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Hey, hey, she's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can't take the pain, she can't get scarred. She heard
Little Bow Wow.
that gets involved.
Mooski.
Don't wanna commit by taking
Mooski.
She gon' do the race, just not this one.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back to the program. Mooski. Woo, 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 woo. I think they want you to push E in a
wheelchair.
Yeah, for the river.
Somebody might be pushing me.
It says, you can run with our group of 50 and 60-year-olds from Ormond Beach. We guarantee some laughs.
There we go.
There you go. That's a good group right there.
I'm going to settle into some group. It's not going to be unlike the time that we went to the Grand Canyon as a kid. I was 14 years old. I thought it'd be a good idea. I'm going to go ahead on my own, Dad. I'm going to get up to the top so I can watch a dumb Braves-Cubs game. Halfway up, realize I got no supplies, and some family from, Minnesota had to save me.
I am lost.
That's true. These true stories are true.
I was looking at dealing with here. I think you mentioned, and we're looking at a list of free agents as we head into free agency, and obviously that will occur in a few weeks as we rebuild this team and add to this team. And first, you have to define what you think this team is in terms of talent. Where is this team in terms of talent? Do you think it is a talented team? Is this team? If this team made no additions to their roster, would they be 4-13 again, but they hire a new coach and coaching staff, or would they be closer to 9-8 again? So once you make that determination, then you have to figure out, because are you in a rebuild phase? Where are you with this football team? I think that's something that has to be said. But Man, when you were reading off the wide receivers, I'm like, no.
No, I'm not. I can't pay. The only one that I would really be aggressive, and I think it's just too pricey, and he has T. Higgins, there's something I don't quite trust about him between injuries and other
That's a lot of money,
attitudes.
man.
Here's the thing. You get those guys, they're awesome for a year or two.
Yeah.
But when the honeymoon's over, they're right back to that diva that's hard to deal with. And those receivers, more than any position, are just a headache.
Yeah.
You brought up Amari. I'm shocked that Amari Cooper didn't become a weapon for Buffalo. Cooper's been 1,000, 1,200-yard receiver every year. Watson gets hurt. Nothing's happened in Cleveland. Going over to Buffalo, it seemed like a perfect spot for him to catch 70 balls for 1,000, and he's hardly even a part of it.
Maybe he's just hit the proverbial wall age-wise. Maybe
he's only 30.
Yeah,
Dan.
but you never know. Guys get beat up or whatever. They get old quick.
I'm not saying that I thought he was top 5, but I thought he would at least be. Buffalo
711 catches. He had 20 catches with Buffalo for 300 yards.
And what did he have last year?
2 touchdowns. He had for the year.
Last year?
14 games. He had 44 catches. The year before, he had 72.
And the year before that?
78.
And yards both
68.
years?
1250, 1168, 65, 1114, 1189.
Yeah, a lot. He's an 1,100-yard receiver. What does he have this year?
This year he's
600.
Not even.
See, something doesn't make sense. And then he missed those last couple of games for quote personal. There's something going on. Buffalo could use him. I know they got a wide variety of weapons, and they do. If Samuel shows up, and he kind of shown up here late in the year, they got a bunch of little pieces.
Yeah, Shakur is the best one.
Yeah, Ray Davis, missing him hurts. I'm talking about the whole offense. I know he's a running back, but if he stays in the concussion protocol, that won't be great. They don't have anybody great. It's got a bunch of good players, right? Matt Collins, Keon Coleman, Shakir by far the best. James Cook has been continues to emerge. He looks like what Dalvin looked like in his prime.
Here's why it's funny. NFL free agents like offensive linemen, guards, third-ranked guard, right guard Brandon Sheriff. So, sometimes you just take names. I like this guy, And obviously the kid from Kansas City, they'll let him walk. Kansas City will, and guess what? They'll be right back next year because he's going to make all this money. Or maybe they sign him and cut somebody else, but they always let go key players. Well, the Chiefs do.
They got Mahomes.
Yeah.
Just got Mahomes. Doesn't matter stats or it's over.
It's not just Mahomes, though.
I think it is. I think if Mahomes was out and any of these other great quarterbacks were in, they might have a Super Bowl. They wouldn't have 2 in a row and 3 or 4 overall. I don't believe that.
I don't think Mahomes.
He wins.
The playoff time is the time to win.
He wins every time. He's lost to 2 guys.
Yeah.
Burrow and Brady. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a bad.
All these great quarterbacks, all these good teams.
He didn't do anything this year.
Well, he did.
Right?
15 games.
Yeah.
Just didn't do anything spectacular.
No.
He does everything.
But they won.
I guess I'm saying I think without him, they're a 12-win team, 11-win. They're still good. Don't get me wrong, but
without Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
No. They win like 7 games without Patrick Mahomes.
You think?
Absolutely.
God, he didn't have a great year.
Yeah, so I'm saying if they didn't have Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs probably won 7 games, maybe.
Yeah, but he didn't have a great year. What play did he make?
But he willed them to win. It's Patrick Mahomes, man. When he's in that locker room, they know, that's my quarterback. I'm going to do what I have to do.
Okay.
If it's the backup quarterback, man, they're not winning however many games they won. No way.
Okay, so the refs got him a win in Atlanta. a toe got him a win against Baltimore.
Yeah.
A missed field goal got him a win against Cincinnati. None of those are Patrick Mahomes.
Well, you leave out the whole part of the game till that point, and it was all Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, how many times do you think he threw for? Now remember,
don't care. You're the stat guy, man. You're all into the 300-yard pass and the 4,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not.
No.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football.
I'm not arguing
that. I know, but then why use the stats as an argument?
I guess what I'm arguing is that it's not just him. There's a winning culture there. There's Andy Reid there.
Then it's Brady.
Say
the same thing about Brady.
There's
what's the difference in he and Brady?
They're the same. They're 2 special guys, two straight times. 2 straight times. I mean, they beat San Francisco, 28-18. On the night, Mahomes threw for 154 yards with no touchdowns and 2 picks. If Trevor had that game, we'd be screaming.
You would be screaming for sure, but it's just all so
How did he win that game? How the
he
fact
didn't? How many turnovers did he have?
2.
How many yards rushing did he have? What did they do in the
9.
fourth quarter? What did he do in the fourth quarter with the game on the line?
Oh, no, 39 yards.
Did he have any touchdown passes?
Yeah.
Did he?
No.
Did he?
None.
Did he? Then I would suggest then what he did to win was that if whoever their backup is, they would have lost. That's what he did to win.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. A million% think.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When y'all do the Gate River Run, they handing out shots and stuff?
No.
Oh, yeah.
They shots of water. Nobody's doing shots while they're running the river
You
run.
can do shots if you want
Well, you can do a beer.
Some of the boys do shots.
Yeah.
Very few are running the river run.
It's a party. The river run's a party, man.
I might sign up for that, too.
Yeah, but you got to keep going. That's the problem.
What you mean I'm going to?
Well, most of the drinking comes after the run.
Yeah, for
honestly,
sure.
think about it. You're running 9.5 miles. You don't want to be drinking. That's no
what I'm
fun.
saying.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Just looking at the Saints, no touchdowns, 1 pick.
You're just picking. I don't know what you're doing, Dan. You're cherry picking the best player in the sport's worst games, and for what argument?
How many times?
It's not gonna. He's not gonna be the reason.
Yeah.
He's why they win.
I know. He's just numbers weren't great this year. That's all.
I bet. How different are they from, say, Josh Allen's? I don't know. I mean, he had 26 touchdowns, 11 picks. I know Allen didn't throw the picks this year. I mean, if it's a down year and you throw for 4,000 yards, 26 and 11.
3,900 yards, 26, 11.
Didn't play the last game.
93 rating.
So he's going to throw for 4,200 yards and, 28 touchdowns. And, but it doesn't matter because now it's Mahomes' time, and you'll see Saturday. We'll see the next week.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's what matters. That's what matters more than these MVPs, these 41 touchdowns, 3 picks. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't a Baltimore Raven fan in the world that wants Lamar, or if they are, they're misguided.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no football fan that, if given the choice of any quarterback in the league, takes anyone but Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's hard. That's a hard consensus to reach with that position in this sport. Hard.
It is hard.
Even Brady, you had those arguing Manning. Even Brady, remember the little 10 minutes where Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT? I know Brady has all the titles, but Rodgers is the GOAT. How's that aged?
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, we got to take a break. We'll keep it rolling.
All that being said, I mean, if I had 2 bold statements about the playoffs going into this weekend, they'd be this. I think the Rams are going to beat the Eagles.
Okay.
And I think the winner of Baltimore-Buffalo is going to the Super Bowl.
Oh. So you think Kansas City loses?
I do. I think the winner of Baltimore, I think it's Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson time. I think they are excellent players, and they deserve to have that label of Mahomes exclusivity, removed at least to a degree. Because even Brady, as good as he was, didn't win them all. Manning got his 2 or 3, right? Others get theirs.
Yeah.
All right. It is a custom tree. No, it's not. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.
Okay.
Just flush away my
by the
thoughts.
way.
Yeah. So what's going on with the River Run now? Now what do y'all got me?
No. Trevor Etienne. NFL draft.
Oh, yeah, he goes.
Let me know how that goes.
But they telling me the River Run is a party, fellas. I might.
The event is a party, but what I'm trying to say is none of the runners are partying. None of them. They may be having fun. They're not partying. They're not running 2 miles and shooting beers. Maybe 20 people, goofballs. But the atmosphere the whole way is festive and party.
Yep.
Bands play. They've got, concession stands set up. But yeah, those that are actually running the race with any piece of any sort of
who's to get lit and run all of that.
Yeah, no. There may be some, by the way, that have a couple beers during the route. I don't mean to say that, but anyone who's actually, if you're running the whole 9.3, I'll put it that way. Anyone running the full 9.3, I don't think is drinking, or not very many. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I never saw that side of it. And if that was going on, something tells me in my 5 tries, I would have been a part of it.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Bringing the thunder.
An all outlet. They hit him as he lets it go. The ball comes out.
1010XL.
The Jags are going to run it into the end zone.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Touchdown for Jacksonville.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle. Garber Auto Mall is home of the lifetime warranty. Every new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Ford comes with a lifetime warranty. At Garber Auto Mall, your purchase is covered for life. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle. Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey, it's playoff time, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. 10 million members, can't be wrong. Billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Yeah, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. Such a simple app to use that you'll download in a second. I'll tell you about that. But first, here's how you do it. You pick 2 or more players across any sport. You pick more or less on their projection. You could win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your accounts this sports season as well. Here's what you got to do, though. Download that Prize Picks app today. And by the way, if you use code JAX, you get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks, $50. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
If you're watching football this season, you know anything can happen. And on Hard Rock Bet, we mean anything. One fan in South Florida turned a $1 touchdown parlay into a $40,000 payday. Hard Rock Bet has parlays for days. With Flex Parlays, now you can even miss a few picks and still get paid. Parlays for every kind of play. Only on Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. When your first bet or get up to $100 back in bonus bets. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. It's the Renewal by Andersen New Year's sales event. For a limited time, save 20% off on our energy-efficient windows and patio doors designed to keep your home comfortable year-round and your energy bills down. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. But hurry, the special New Year's offer won't last. License number CGC 1527613.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Every bowl season has its gems.
Amazing, isn't it?
Take 1010XL's Ultimate Bowl Challenge, and you could win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Log on to 1010XL.com and start picking.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the chairman of Underwoods. With Christmas behind us in 2025 here, the last thing you want to hear is somebody trying to sell you something. That's why at Underwoods, we'd like to just stop and say thank you to all the people that came in our stores over the last year. Whether you bought from us or not, we want to thank you for coming by and giving us the chance to help. You know, in North Florida, there are a lot of people trying to sell you jewelry. But at Underwoods, we consider it an honor for somebody to come in and just give us that chance to help. And if we do a good job, we might get a chance to serve again. Having served North Florida since 1928, all of us here understand what a customer really gives us during that visit to Underwoods, their trust. And it's up to us to do everything we can to keep it. So on behalf of everybody on the Underwood team, thanks again for coming into our stores. And we wish each of you a Happy New Year.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are
cool.
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir T-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, you know him, you love him. He's Daniel Murphy. ITP Partners brings you the Daniel Murphy Power Hour. Hanging out with us today, and we appreciate his time here. Murph, what's happening?
What up, Hick?
What's going on in the Murph world? What's up with the kids?
We have settled back into school. Flag football's going.
All right, flag football.
I-9. So former JU Dolphin Doug Ramsey calls the shots out there. And so we're on UNF campus. The dark side is the JU Dolphin over there.
Yeah.
And
that's my school.
Yeah, that's you. That's where you do your.
Are you
learning.
you coaching or watching?
I'm the defensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
Calling plays gives me anxiety, like massive anxiety. So I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I haven't been called into action, but they're just the colors and the X's and all that stuff on the flag play sheet. It really intimidates me. So
Can I interrupt y'all just real quick?
Yes.
I'm absorbing everything from the River Run, and apparently the game has changed.
Yeah, it's a party,
and now. Again, we put no parameters on this, so if I do end up making my decision, then I damn well may just walk for 9 miles and have a beer at every time. Maybe I'll just do it that way.
I might do it with you, though,
which defeats
bro.
the purpose of, quote, needing a challenge. So I don't want to do that.
I
But
think
apparently now there are a lot of them are. They just stop San Marco, get a couple of beers, go another mile, get a Jello shot. I don't want to do that.
Did the Gate River Run? How long did it take? It was 5
I think
hours. I had a blast.
I think we got to put a time limit on it.
Yeah. I think if it's more than 3 hours, then I should have to do a whole.
Well, 3 you can walk. It's got to be.
Yeah, maybe.
It's got to be
If you
like
finish.
we got to at least have you at 2.5.
Okay.
2.5.
He wants you buzzing a little bit. I mean, I don't mean by the alcohol. He
You
wants
can
you
go
moving.
you can go run an 11-minute mile. 11-minute miles would be 99 minutes.
I am not averaging 11 minutes.
No
bro,
kidding.
for
I know you're not.
Yeah.
But that would be 99 minutes. That's hour 39. I'm giving you almost a whole nother hour.
15 minutes. The most I've ever done it in. The problem is last time I did it, I pretty much ran. I didn't hardly walk, and it still took me 140 something. That's what scares me.
Well,
You know.
But it's 2.5. That's a whole nother 45 minutes. That's like an extra 9 miles. That's an extra 5 minutes.
An extra 50%.
Yeah, I could probably do 230. Well, do I get anything if I'm inside of it, or only punished if I'm outside?
You respin if you don't beat 230.
But what if I do beat the 230? I just screwed.
You get a medallion.
I mean, what the hell? Anyway.
Get a trill medallion.
But anyway, apparently it is much more of a party now. Like back when I was running, I guess I didn't pay attention. Like to me, there's running time and there's partying time, and they don't mix.
Now they mix.
The young boys done switched up the game.
I guess so.
All right, so
now I do have this. 95% of the runners are not drinking. Afterwards, sure. That's what someone else said.
I need. I'm a legendary flag football coach, so I need ages of the boys, please.
So we're 10.
10. So we got some age. We can throw.
Yeah.
We can throw.
Yeah, we're throwing.
Okay.
Throwing, running.
All right, so we can throw. Do we have a fast guy?
Yeah, a couple of them can run, and a couple of them, like, good ball skills, too. You can tell the ones that play a lot of catch.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of times we keep it simple on offense. If I just sweep my fast guy around edge, I can break that.
Not fully. So this is where a defensive coordinator, I'm not saying. So I had to learn what you're supposed to do. So basically, like it's 5-on-5, and we run an umbrella defense.
Okay.
Specifically, so
we have a rusher.
Always.
Yeah.
Always bringing heat.
Yep.
And then so that you don't get us on the reverse.
Yes.
We run an umbrella.
Okay. I want to keep them turning back in.
Yeah. Everything to the middle. I asked a buddy of mine, Alan Marsh, we go to church with, because he had done this with his son. And I'm like, hey man, I'm freaking out here. They got me on D. I said, but it's better than calling plays. I go, what do you do on defense? He goes, here's like the 3 most important things: pull flags, pull flags, and keep them kind of in front of you. Like,
do you want me to give you the one tip that will make your defense ferocious and anger the other coaches?
Hit me.
Okay.
Tackle them.
No, you don't tackle, but you do play physical. No, you you, as much as the ref will allow, when they line up, our corners are right up on them.
Okay.
Right up on them because they don't like that.
They don't want anybody in their space.
They don't like that.
Okay.
And it's a little bit more running into bouncing.
Oh, so you're encouraging a little more contact.
A little more contact. That's just a little bit.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It is fun though. It's fun to see the ones.
Have we
on
started
offense.
the season?
Yeah, we started this week.
What's our record?
1-0.
Obviously. If we were 0-1, we might not be talking about
We played a ball club of the other group was in the third. I think they were third grade.
Okay.
And, playing up with us. We were in the fourth grade.
Oh, yeah.
And so we played well against them. They played well too, but we ended up beating them. I don't know the score. I usually try to keep it in terms of like how many scores were up. I think it ended up being like 3, and then they do a running clock, and you can't blitz either. You can't send a rusher.
Right.
And
we got to a running clock, you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be the same thing as not sending a rusher.
We whooped their A. That's what we said.
No, I wouldn't.
You don't want to say it that way. He's a nice guy.
We kept the ball off the ground in flag. You put the ball on the ground, you lose it down. Like we handled the
Can
football.
our quarterback throw it?
My son got to play quarterback, so he spun it pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, he threw it well, and a couple of the guys on the team are in his neighborhood, so they get a chance to.
You know what I remember about flag football? I remember
it's a lot of fun.
It is a blast.
It is a lot of fun, but I remember like 7:30 games in January and it being like 29 degrees.
It's sneaky around here how cold it'll be.
I remember those. That's what I remember more than anything because they play that like we're playing right now. It's the coldest time of the year.
Early.
And a lot of times they're wearing, shorts or sweatpants. It's cold.
Good for them. I've got a scarf on.
I hear you. Me too. That's what I remember. I remember
go.
just being bundled up, sitting in a chair, wind blowing.
One of my boys, Fabio, says, make it the booze walk, different drink for every mile.
Yeah, I'm not doing that here. If you want to do that some other time, then Fabio and I can do that together.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But all kinds of pressure. I don't know why I've decided to put more pressure on myself today.
I'm shocked.
Did I put this pressure on myself?
Yes. Out of the blue.
That's what happens. So, Daniel, here's an idea. When you go through life as you have, just you got to make sure who you
you can't say
define as good friends.
Yeah.
Because good friends you feel like you can share things with and get support now and then. You got to be careful who you choose as your good friends. Sometimes your good friends, everything's an opening to bury you.
I'm like a lion.
He's a barrier.
Yeah.
Dan's a
That's
barrier.
not true. I'm a lion.
Well, it is.
And he threw a piece of meat in the cage.
See, I don't know why that's a meat. Hey, I really need a challenge.
It's all about
I'd
the
like
show.
to do the river run.
I mean, it's not the
If
content.
you listen during the breaks, I don't know if we can still claim that.
Well, it reminds me of being in the clubhouse.
Yeah,
like
it's a little
somebody
bit
will
of
come
that,
in
sure.
here and say, something a little bit off.
Yeah, I bet you I could shoot 80.
Hey, okay, prove it.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden.
I did not present it as a
30 minutes
boast,
later.
but that's fair. I knew what was coming, in fairness. I'm not going to be too harsh. I knew it was before I said anything. I knew what was the response that I would get.
We're less than we're about an hour away from setting the final parameters of the 2025 Gate River Run. It's
States are going to pay my entry fee, you think?
No.
That's too bad. What's it cost these days?
All part of the wheel spin.
What about ambulance service?
That'd be bad.
So this is going on the wheel?
This would be the wheel. I'm not spinning.
We're
this
doing
as the
okay.
thing. It's
Okay,
either
yeah.
this or
This is
we'll
the
do a wheel.
arrangement.
All right.
Now,
Does it count if I do it too, though?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I would do it with her because I think I'm gonna do it.
Well,
if
then
Jeff
come
does
on,
it.
yeah.
No, if Jeff
Because it
does
can still
You'll
count.
be
doing
3
it for
miles
free.
in.
Are you on
and
the
you'll be-
roll? Sorry.
Yeah, he'll be laying there in a massive injury again.
Would you be trying to roll this over to the next wheel bet you
No,
lose?
that's
type of
not
deal?
allowed.
No, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah.
Negative.
Yeah, that's negatory.
Negative.
This would be kind of payback for me going and do one I didn't even need to do just
That
so
is
he
true.
would take a.
That is true.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I did the honey bun milk mile.
Yeah.
Just so that he would have to do one.
Another locker room call out and the
Yeah.
lean.
I did it though. I got that one home.
Damn,
I got
you said
it home.
pretty over there.
But I did. Now, in fairness, I went and ran like the first time I did them. I didn't train at all. That was part of the. But this one there was no parameter, so I went and I made sure I could do a damn mile in 10 minutes before I did it this time. Because after about the first one, you hit the wall. But after about 2 or 3, you can do a 10-minute mile. I can't do 9 of them, but I can do one.
If you touch it a little bit, running,
yeah.
you could do it.
All right. Well,
I hate running too.
Oh, I despise it.
God,
I
I
found
hate
a workout.
it. My
at the end of
knees hurt.
career.
This is stupid. What am I doing?
Run.
Murph, where are we in the baseball annals right now in terms of not much movement going on?
Yeah, it's the off season, so everybody took a nice break for the festive
sure
period.
did.
And it was a long one this year with
Yeah.
Christmas and New Year being on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just finished up the industry with arbitration. So those are players that are under control with teams years 3 to 6. Think of it like putting your house up on the market. You're going to get something similar to the houses around you.
Right.
So most of those have signed, and or we'll go to a case and then turn to free agency now, which I think is why you're hearing about Pete Alonso and Bregman and some of these pitchers as well. I think Jack Flaherty's still available. Who's
Roki Sasaki has down to 3
another-
teams.
that's
If this
another
guy
one.
ends up in the Dodgers, man, I mean, what? I mean, good gracious.
Yeah, because the Sasaki one the money doesn't matter as much because
You're
it's
limited, right?
You're limited to your kind of amateur international bonus pool, and I think he'll get, I don't know, $5 million from the Dodgers, which is less than what other teams could offer him. But yeah, if he ends up there, the rich get richer. And then there's some discussion if San Diego, would he be leery of going there? Because right now the old owner who passed away, his wife, widow, is suing his brother. So what, her brother-in-law. So that's interesting happenings going on out in San Diego with the fathers.
Has Seattle done anything offensively? The one thing that struck me about the Seattle Mariners, who play in a division with Houston and Texas, who are good teams, is that they have this unbelievable pitching staff.
Yes.
I watched them sweep the Mets this year, and all of them were like, whew. But they could not hit. They could not hit at all.
No.
Have they acquired anybody to help their offense?
They just signed Donovan Solano.
Okay,
that's what you're doing. No, I mean,
that ain't gonna get it done.
No, that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In totality,
My point is, with Pete Alonso, why wouldn't that be a fit for
they
him?
don't want to pay him. It is a fit. I'm just telling you, they don't want to pay him.
They don't want to pay
They
him.
want to pay him a 4th year. They don't want to they don't want to have him when he's 35 years old.
Okay.
Because right now, the industry, and I'm not saying this is the case, they're unsure whether or not he can defend. Today.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Alonso?
Alonso. And they don't like the way he probably runs the bases.
He doesn't run well.
Okay. What?
But isn't that isn't that what a first baseman is? Doesn't that describe a lot of first basemen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why they all make a similar amount of money and nobody's popping off to the 5,
He wants
6,
more than
7
other
years.
first.
It's years.
So would he rather have, if you offered him 4 and 100 versus 3 and 90?
No, you take the 3 and 90 at that point. Yeah. I mean, you think of it this way. When you negotiate, you do the AAV first, what you're going to make first. It's like you agree on that, and then you would negotiate the term, because you wouldn't go from like an offer like this is 4 at 100 or 3 at 90. It's like, you're a $30 million player. Are we going to do it 3 times or 4 times? Does that
We
make
just
sense?
look for little things like Mets fans. Like this week, we saw Pete working out with Mania.
Yeah, saw that down in Tampa.
Thought that's a good omen, you know?
Good vibes.
But I also think that part of me thinks
Did
that
Mania resign?
Yes,
He did, yeah.
Part of me thinks that if they were going to sign the polar bear, and if all this is true with we reached out to the Mets, why hasn't it happened? Wouldn't it have happened by
Can
now?
I be the outside of the fan base? There ain't no way Pete Alonso is going to be a Met, is there? That's what it feels like from the
No,
outside.
I still think he could.
You
be.
think he could
I
be?
think it's still. I just don't see anywhere anyone else is going to come from. The first basement market is over.
That's it.
It's
Huh?
moved.
You can't get a DH, and there's no American League team dying for a DH.
I mean, but even
then you
so,
can't
you're
pay him
not-
that
you're not
much.
gonna
That's
pay
what
him,
it is.
Not the DH first base.
This guy got kind of screwed, man. Did he get a big deal ever?
He got offered.
He got it, and he turned it down.
Yeah,
he got a 7-year 160.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Was that Boris?
No,
no.
Man, what
it
a
was
dum
different.
dum. Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
It was. He's not going to get there on this deal.
Because
He's gonna
now
have to-
he is going to end up going down as one of the way underpaid guys for what he did.
He's going to have to go play for it. It's probably going to turn in at 3 years at 90, 95 million with opt-outs in it is what it feels
With
like.
the Mets.
Mhm. And then
Well, that's a
it
good
seems
keep.
like
I
what
mean, I'd
teams
want to
are-
keep him if I were y'all.
What they're doing now is bonus up front, so give you some cash right now, and then defer a bit, quite a bit
That's
of it
what
as
they
well.
wanna do?
That's what's been happening. It's
Yeah.
like
A lot
I'll give you
do
a
that
ton
now.
I'll give you a ton now,
Right.
and then you let me keep this so I can let this work for our organization. and then
I'd
give it
sort
to
of
you
be
20
okay
years
with
from
that
now.
if I was an athlete. You told me you kind of like the money as much. You want
it up front,
Yeah.
because the same reason why they want to keep it is why you want it up front.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is it that every Asian pitcher who comes into the league, it's always the Dodgers and the Padres and either the Seattle, San Francisco, or Toronto?
We got one, but you're right.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man. What's the
so
deal?
easy. The West Coast travel does help a lot.
Yeah, they fly over that way.
I mean, going and playing in Hawaii when I was in the minor leagues, was the first time I really got introduced to that's a huge hub for Japan, and then from there to California.
Is Hawaii halfway between California and Japan, or not quite?
I feel like it's closer to us, but
I think it's like 5 hours from LA. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's a good.
Japan
flight.
is or Hawaii
No,
is?
Hawaii is.
Japan's a long way.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you got to add another.
If you
4 or
start
5
digging,
hours.
you can get there. Or maybe that's China.
That's China. No, it's on the other side.
Aren't they close enough? You probably could hit Japan too, depending where you started.
Yeah. I've heard great things. Bitman just went over to Tokyo.
Yeah, I know.
He said it's great.
Yeah.
Great.
Better him than me, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go spend 10 days somewhere. I'm going to come up. It'd be different for me, but each his own. Some people love to travel like that.
Yeah. So, anyway.
No interest in going to Japan.
But, yeah, so Sasaki, again, we'll see. And I think that
Dodgers again,
they
dude.
might steal him. They might steal him. It would be unbelievable. I don't know
the
how
Padres should be relegated. I'm tired of them, too. Y'all don't count anymore. Stop trying to contend. Leave us alone. Everything y'all do, there's nothing works. Just go away. Just go get your 82 wins every 5 years and just leave us alone.
What they've done.
Leave the heavy lifting to the big boys. Get away from here. Stop it. See those guys about 100 miles up the coast? Those are the Dodgers. You'll never catch them. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
Had their chance this year,
our
too.
talent,
I thought they were going to win that division series where they're up 2-1.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, man. Cost all of us Dodger haters the World Series out of it.
The Dodgers are staring at a
the Dodgers are
dynasty.
ridiculous. This is, again, I know. Listen, there's two storylines here. One is it's great for any professional athlete to work his whole life and make as much as he possibly can, and that's what the Dodgers are doing. They're giving a bunch of guys as much as they possibly can. But for competitive balance and spirit, and the fandom of Pittsburgh and St. Louis and everyone else, it's just terrible. It's a terrible, terrible thing. For me.
It looks like you can spend enough money to get into the postseason. And if you keep doing that and get to the trade deadline and then into the postseason, you can really add to your team with the trades.
And there's a couple teams that can. And by the way, in fairness to the Dodgers, a lot of times, if not most, they're making the right moves. They're not going to spend a bunch of money and the guy sucks. They don't do that very
spending their
often.
money well.
And they've also had to let good talent go in their prime, the Bellingers and even Jock Peterson. And I mean, I'd have to go back, but they had, Matt Kemp, Ethier, all those guys. They always had somebody they were letting walk.
I mean, just did Bueller. They let him walk.
Yeah.
He's in Boston now. So
I would like to have signed him. I'm just a little bit, trying to stay true to what I know is going to be a slow time of the year as for Braves fans.
Yeah, what's Acuna? What's his prognosis kind of right now?
Probably, May, June, I'd say. I'm just guessing. I know last time he came back quicker, but then again, it was just kind of a slow process. Didn't have a great year. I prefer him. If I'm the Braves, what I try and do is I try and play the same dirt dauber baseball that I played the last half of last year. Just stay around, get 10 games over, treat everything like the All-Star break is the pennant. And then you'll be back. Then you got Acuna back. You got Strider back. You make a move. But again, don't let him pour him out the Braves. You got Michael Harris, Ozzie Albies, Olsen, Riley,
Position
Murphy.
players.
You got a bunch of good players, and they got 7 pitchers. I think between them 4 or 5 will be fine.
Yeah, as
a
long
couple
as you
will
can
be
find
really
the
good.
innings.
Right.
I got the position players
they're fine.
Some of the
I'm more worried about,
and
I don't care, but if I was,
I'm worried about
from the
Strider
outside,
more than anyone.
I would talk about the pitching staff.
Yeah,
I
Strider. But the young pitchers, the one thing about that they've done is they get it out of them. Those guys pitch
you're
good.
counting on Ian Anderson.
No, I'm not counting on Ian Anderson.
Well, he's in the rotation.
No. Well, they say that now.
You're counting on what's the Holmes guy's name?
That guy too. Grant Holmes is a journeyman.
Those are 2 of the guys that I see in the starting 5.
And you're talking about for 10 games. They'll make 10 starts, and then Strider's back, and then guys are back, and
you're counting on Chris Sale to go a whole season healthy.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, at
He's
least
your
to
guy,
start.
right?
Yeah. Think about
say
trying
that
to
about
get you the
anyone.
first
You're counting on a guy who found magic last year. Can he maintain? I mean, that's never a given. As the hitters figure out the pitcher figures out the hitters. That's Schwellenbach, right? Who was so good last year.
Yeah,
but he was a position player, and all of a sudden he's a pitcher. And
he's got really good stuff. Schwellenbach's been pitching for years, though.
Okay.
Really good stuff.
You don't have Fried. You don't have Morton. I don't know. We'll see.
I think there's still an addition or 2 to be made.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to add it, but it's going to be a 4th starter. They're not making any splashes.
You going to tell me about your outfield? Yeah, you got Michael Harris, but then what? Kellenic and who?
De La Cruz.
Yeah.
He only had 21 homers last year. I mean, it was okay. He was buried on a bad team that didn't do anything, so he's nothing. But you'll go to the Braves, and De La Cruz will be a 280 hitter who hits 18, 20 homers. I mean, he's just a guy, sure. But like I said, I named you 6 already before we get to that point. I mean, you can't have. I mean, unless you're the Dodgers, you're not going to have 9 at every spot, not every position filled.
No, I would say
it's going to be superstar.
Maybe what he's thinking as well. But Kellenic left some to be
Kelly
desired.
sucks.
Yeah. He gonna have to play a lot.
But I don't know. I'm not expecting to have 9 superstars take the field every game. I mean, ever.
Yeah.
So
I mean, not him. No Acuna.
They said Ronald posted video of him hitting home runs yesterday.
He's itching to come back, dude. He loves ball. He wants to play.
Yeah. So
what? If listen for the Braves, here's what. Look, if what goes to according to plan, for the Braves, what ends up happening is they go get a dude who, like De La Cruz, who gets now to play on a good team in a rotation in a good clubhouse. And so he hits 24 homers and 280. And it's not the same player that he, what did he hit last year? I know he's not a batting average. No one is, but I'm pretty sure he hit 20 homers. This is where Hicken checks and, calls me out. You mean 16 homers? No, De La Cruz's numbers, I was surprised when I saw him. So maybe it's not 20, but I'd say it was like 21, 22 homers, 60, 70 RBIs. That's not a bad 8-hole hitter. It's not a bad player.
What do we got?
You got him?
Yeah.
What is he, Brian? You got him? I got him right here.
Sure.
Yeah, 233.
231.
21 and 68. I mean, that's.
He don't walk. Almost ever.
Yeah, is that what
on base 271. That's
again, I'm not talking about my leadoff hitter.
I know a kindred spirit when I see him, though.
Yeah.
I know somebody who don't walk.
All right, let's take a quick break. This is the drill. It's a Beach Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, fellas, what's going on? It's your boy E.T. the T here, and it's a brand new year, which means a brand new you, especially in the bedroom. So if you're ready to make 2025 the year to level up where it counts, let me make it a little easier for you. Get yourself some Blue Chew. They've got chewable tablets with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin. That means you're getting top-tier performance without leaving the house. Blue Chew comes right to the front door in a discreet package so your nosy neighbors won't know what's going on. No doctor's office, no pharmacy runs. Just licensed medical pros helping you find the right prescription. And guess what? They're made right here in the good old US of A. Oh, and did I mention it's free? Yeah, you heard me. Your first month is free. So what you waiting for? Visit BlueChew.com and get that consultation. Start the year off right with that confidence to keep things interesting. That's BlueChew.com, baby. And let's make this year unforgettable.
Hacker here with a question. Was your goal to lose weight this year? If so, are you already down 31 pounds? Now that's a serious question because I dropped 31 pounds my first 3 weeks alone with Awaken 180 weight loss. Now I had more to lose than most, but Dempsey, Matt Hayes both dropped 18 in their first 3 weeks. That's how fast the weight can fall off when you choose the solution for weight loss. Where am I now? I'm down over 115 pounds. My goal was to lose 100, but my new goal is to be under 200 pounds for the first time since I was in college. The results are real and the results are fast with Awaken 180. Whether you're not seeing these types of results with your new weight loss program or if you've already given up, don't. Do what we all did and make the call to Awaken 180. 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey. Here in North Florida, you know that when temperatures go up and your AC goes out, you need help now. Like right now. Like lickety-split. So why not call Lickety Split and get same-day emergency service for your AC? Now, I bet you've seen their trucks all over town because they've got dozens of certified technicians ready to repair not only your AC, but your home's plumbing and electrical too. So when you want it done right, and you need it done right now, call Lickety Split AC Plumbing and Electric.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Happy New Year from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Start 2025 off right by keeping your car running smoothly. Whether you're traveling for work or heading out on a weekend getaway, their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle is in top shape. Visit WeKeepJacksRolling.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule maintenance, repairs, or tire service. With Big Chief Tire's trusted care, you'll tackle every journey ahead with peace of mind. Start the year strong. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
The Jacksonville Boat Show is at Prime Osborne January 24th to 26th. For your chance to win tickets, text BOAT to the text line covered by Lifetime Flooring at 641-1010. 641-1010.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This is Dr. George Bari inviting you to look online at BariOrthopedics.com for the latest in medical advancements when it comes to getting you back to full joint health. After studying under Dr. James Andrews, I know proper diagnosis is the first key to treatment, and educating the patient is the fastest path to recovery. Whether it's chronic back pain, nagging arthritis, or necessary joint replacement, we're here to serve you in the best possible way. We are Bari Orthopedics and online at BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Mack drops the throw. He's looking. Fires it to the left side. Corner of the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Brian Thomas Jr. for the score!
Definitely still got levels I want to get to. I want to be the best. And so it comes with a lot. So I know I still got more to come. So, yeah.
All right, welcome back. It's the Murphy Power Hour, hanging out with Daniel Murphy. That's Brian Thomas Jr. One bright spot in the Jaguars season as we continue the search for a new coach. Robert Saleh interviewed yesterday, kind of made our feelings known about him. I want to talk about the playoffs coming up, but let me ask Murph, because somebody called E and asked him to comment on Will Clark's thoughts on hitting, and his thoughts on hitting are that we rely too much on analytics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that contact hitting is not as big. Obviously, that's a fact. I mean, you know, you got this kid, Luis Arias, and he's may get traded to another team again. I mean, nobody values him at all. He doesn't make a ton of money. Is he the best contact hitter in baseball right now?
Yeah, I would say for strikeout rate, he's like the most accurate, best contact hitter we kind of got going in our game.
He's won 2 batting crowns. I mean, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
the interesting part about Luis Arias, and then I'll say something about Clark, and then we'll talk about our Jags, number 7, who went nuts this year. But with Arias is he's not as valued right now in the offseason, or really through the first 4 months, maybe 5 months of the season. But his accuracy in September and October is very much valued because he moves runners over. He was leading games off and getting base hits and putting pressure on the other team. As far
Stayed on base our quick 2-game series. Tell you that.
I mean, you put the ball in play and make the other team touch it. A lot of times good things happen. And Clark I think he's excited about having Buster Posey in and their offensive approach now. And he's saying that they're not accurate enough in situational hitting, to me, is what I think Will is saying. So consider how Will grew up. He didn't grow up as much in the batting cages or with the kind of the data that we have now and the analytics. He grew up playing baseball against his friends. And so in those situations, the scoreboard tells you exactly what to do and when to do it, and that's how they were incentivized to play. And I understand that the game in the 80s, wasn't as much of a power game, but that's because they got rewarded for making sure they moved a runner over from second. To think about when you grew up.
Contractually, they got rewarded, or
I mean the
game?
playing time.
Okay,
I think of
playing time.
like playing time. Like you're not going to get you're not going to get paid if you're not.
If you
playing.
ground out to second now and move the runner to the third, it's like, oh, great kid, but it ain't memorable.
Yeah, it's not as much in the season, but if you don't do it in October, everybody freaks. But if you haven't practiced it, then you shouldn't be. You're not going to be able to do it. And so players were able to play and got to play because they were willing to give something up on offense and maybe move a runner over and be more accurate.
It is funny how, like, over the years things change because, like, you know, Dave Kingman was looked as the wildest, most inconsistent batter of all time, and he is just right in line with everyone today. Dave Kingman's numbers would be right in line with today's power hitters.
Do you know Steve Bye-Bye Balboni?
I remember him.
Does that name ring a bell?
It rings
He's
a bell, but I don't
same thing
know.
as Kingman, though.
Balboni, it was funny when I was growing up in Tennessee, played for the Nashville Sounds. We used to go to. He was such a slugger in minor leagues that you would drive up to Nashville to see Steve Balboni play. I think Balboni also may have played at. Was he Columbia State? Maybe Columbia State Community College.
I don't know.
We had a big. I'm not sure, but I'm not positive about that.
Yeah.
My good buddy, one of my best friends, my buddy in Texas, his dad was the athletics director at the community college in the small town that we lived in, and then also the coach of the baseball team. So
Steve Bye-Bye Balboni, born in Brockton, Mass.
Think of another. No, they had another guy, big guy at Columbia
Went to Eckerd
State
College in St. Petersburg.
Yeah, that's definitely not Columbia State.
Yeah,
but that was like in the 70s, maybe, or
78 to 93. He played in the minors.
Yeah,
so
70. I can remember. So I'm 11. Yeah, I can remember driving up to Nashville to see Steve Bye-Bye Balboni.
Yeah, he was.
I want to say he was in the Royals organization then.
He's in the International League Hall of Fame.
I believe it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a ferocious home run hitter.
In 1985, he led the American League with 166 strikeouts, set the single-season home run mark for the Royals.
Nothing now.
36.
166 ain't nothing.
Yeah. Because
won a game, sign me up.
You'll get to keep playing. They'll keep putting you in the lineup.
Did Balboni play for the Yankees too?
Yeah.
Mostly Royals?
He made it to the Yankees.
And Rangers also, maybe?
He was like 81 to 90 in the Yankees, or in the big
he
leagues.
lasted a while in the big leagues. How many big league homers? Did he get to 200?
That's a good question.
I'd say no. That's a
181.
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
That's still a
Struck
lot.
out 856 times. Batting average was 229, OPS 743.
He's the polar bear.
Homered every 17.2 at bats.
743 would get him more at bats now, a chance to kind of keep learning.
Yeah, see, it's a little, it's just different.
It's a different game.
Different game. Anyway, so back to Will Clark, who was never a home run hitter. 29, I think, is his career high twice. But he was 303 career average. 384 on base, 880 OPS career.
So you could see where the 880, like that's huge. The power it prevents him from getting the 9 handle on it, up in that kind of. But the 380, mid 380s on base percentage, it's just the game is taught differently now. I'm not going to say it's not a team game. It's just we learn and we consume it more individually. And I just don't think that 30, 40 years ago it was more. It was more with your peers, kind of like a little more unsupervised, and you had to learn the scoreboard.
Well, and one thing for sure, the game has changed. The standards have changed. They made fun of you if you hit 210 back in the day. You were the lightest hitter in the league. You can hit 200 now and hold your head high and go out to your Land Rover at the end of the game. No one cares. Did you get 30 homers? I mean, Duvall's made a career off of that stat line.
Mashing lefties. The game is it's got
I have a headline that you need you guys to make sense of. I mean, there's dumb headlines, and then there's this one, and then I want to tie in this TGL to baseball with Murph when we come back on the other side.
Okay.
Ready for this headline? What's wrong with this headline?
All right.
Golf unbeaten in 2025 into Aussie third round. What's wrong with that?
Would you say golf or Goff?
Golf. Yeah.
Jared Goff?
No, Goff. Coco Golf.
Yeah, Coco.
Oh.
Unbeaten in 2025 into Aussie third round.
Because it's the first tournament.
It's January 15th. Unbeaten in 2025? This is the drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. A symphony of sweat, grit, and glory. Dive into the action and live the moments. For play-by-play, it's 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and of course the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today. You'll experience the difference they're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 Associates.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Jacksonville. When AEW returns home, it is the biggest party in all of professional wrestling.
Daily's Place, the home of AEW.
And on Saturday, January 25th, Collision returns live. It's a new year and a whole new era in AEW. And there's no better time to experience the excitement than right now. AEW Collision Homecoming, live from Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Tickets on sale now, starting at $20 at AEWTIX.com.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, it's kind of cooling down right now. I love opening my windows up this time of year. If you're looking to upgrade your windows in your home, I want you to visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Ask about their latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows and doors, rated #1 by Consumer Reports in all 3 main window categories. You want quality, style, and protection? Visit PellaJacks.com and the showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. That's Pella Windows and Doors online at PellaJacks.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When looking for a firearm, you want knowledge of product, a fair price, and of course, a quick process. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach is always stocked with brand new firearms and the quickest in and out times this side of the ditch. BeachesJewelryandPawn.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PEC to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text PEC to 321-321. That's PEC to 321-321.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Open enrollment is here, so it's time to secure health coverage for your family.
Whether you need Affordable Care Act plans, dental, or Medicare, visit one of the Florida Blue pop-up enrollment tents near you. They make the process easy and stress-free with medical and dental insurance you can count on. Plus, listen to this. Based on eligibility, many people pay absolutely nothing for coverage. Find the perfect Florida Blue plan for your family at the Aaron Group in Orange Park near the intersection of College Drive and 220. Here's a reminder for Florida Blue members. You can access Sanitas Medical Center with 3 locations around town offering primary care, walk-in services, an on-site pharmacy, and mental health support. 3 Sanitas Medical Centers, combined with Florida Blue coverage and expert service you'll get from the Aaron Group in Orange Park, will make you feel like a winner in Northeast Florida insurance coverage.
Hey gang, Prosser here. If you want to sell your home soon, now is the time to get the process started and get your home sold fast, easy, and at top dollar, guaranteed with my agent Chad and Sandy Newman. Perhaps you're worried about costly repairs. Maybe you need more space with a growing family. I don't care why you need to sell your home. I do know sometimes those problems can hold you back, but not with the promises of Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts I trust and recommend. Chad and Sandy, you got this? Guarantee your home sold at agreed upon price and deadline or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. Christopher in Butler Beach on Anastasia said, I needed to sell my home and move somewhere smaller with less house to manage. It was unexpectedly very tough. My home had been listed with another agent for 388 days and failed to sell. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio and called amazingly multiple offers and sold in 3 days. Call Chad and Sandy today or visit them at chadandsandy.com.
Yo, ET here. And are you a golfer or a runner? Well, Clay County has you covered. The Hellcat 5K and 10K is on Saturday, January 18th, and it's being held at the Lee Field in Green Cove Springs. Winding through a historic World War II naval base, and then February 5th through the 7th, watch top talent compete in the 2025 County Open that's being held at Eagle Harbor Golf and Country Club. Yeah, that's my side of town. The pros of this tournament will boast golfers chasing the PGA Tour dream. For more info on these events, visit events calendar on exploreclay.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Riddle Wellness. Gator men's basketball saw the team go down in defeat against Missouri on Tuesday evening. Head coach Todd Golden would like to have seen better defense.
You know, we really didn't do a good enough job taking away anything. We didn't protect the rim well enough. Obviously, let them make 11 threes, which is something that really bothers me.
Jacksonville Jaguar rookie wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. has been named a finalist for the NFL Pepsi Rookie of the Year award. This is on the heels of being named Rookie of the Month for December and January. Our home state pro teams in the NHL, Tampa Bay Lightning was never in the game in the loss to the Boston Bruins. Florida Panthers down the New Jersey Devils on Tuesday night. In the NBA tonight, Orlando will take on Milwaukee and the Miami Heat will face the LA Lakers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 45 degrees at 9:14. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, 9:14, hanging out with Murph Power Hour. We got NFL football this week. This is where it gets, I hope we're sitting there watching some really good football games. And I think potentially, Murph, we will. If I ask you, who do you want to be in the Super Bowl, who would you pick? Like, who do you want to go to the Super Bowl?
Oh.
Do you have any preference teams? Yeah, I like this team. I like that team. Who do you want? Because I'll tell you my answer. My answer has been Buffalo and Detroit.
Yeah.
I like, for the fan bases, starving fan bases that I liken to our Jaguars. I would like to see those two programs make it to the Super Bowl. But is there anyone
I'll probably find myself rooting for Detroit. I got a good friend of mine, his family, one of my agents, Keith Miller, who played center field for the Mets. Yeah. So they're Lions fans.
Okay.
And then, I mean, watching it, I don't know. I Baltimore, like,
it's easy to root for. It's easy to root for Lamar. To me, it is. I mean, it's just such a humble guy. Just to be as electric as he is, to never make it about him. He hardly even celebrates. And he's taken a lot of criticism since before he came to the league. They wanted to make him a receiver, Dan Hicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's a
even
heck of a
coming
player.
and even doing that and the contract stuff, like that's all.
Did it all.
I'm glad they got that sorted out, and he's just.
I can root for him, but I got to say that same soft spot for Buffalo. One of my good friends, a lifelong Buffalo fan, has been kicked in the teeth. He was at one of those Super Bowls that they lost. I would feel so.
I think most of
happy for
America's
them.
over Kansas City.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right?
And they were never completely on him. They just respected him. They were never like a fan friendly because they didn't have a foil to beat though.
No, but they were a neat story because we know the Chiefs
Andy
were
Reid,
like
yeah.
the Chiefs were like the Lions and the
not that bad, but
and
to
the
your point,
Bills.
they hadn't won a Super Bowl in years. So.
They hadn't been to a Super Bowl in years.
Yeah.
They've went. Now they had decent teams, but they could never,
get over the hump. Kind of
they
the Montana.
blow playoff games. Yeah,
they were famous for being 12-4 and losing round
They
one.
had the skipper we talked about that
Schottenheimer.
Yeah, that Mike wasn't sure if he'd go to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Schottenheimer. They had Schottenheimer.
So, but now we're tired of them. I think.
Yeah.
I think America's tired of them.
It's weird. One of the biggest changes in me as a sports fan has been I hated the dominant teams when I was a kid. I always rooted at all ends, and as I've gotten older, I have a respect for. If I don't have a dog in the fight, I end up rooting for the dominant team because I respect how hard that is to do, and it would mean more to me if the Chiefs just won another one than if Houston did. Or
You start recognizing what we're seeing and how unique it is, like the Brady, the Tiger Woods type stuff.
And the parallel between Brady and Mahomes is just stupid.
Now, as much as I'm over the Chiefs, I got to tell you, for me as a fan,
stupid accurate. I mean.
I'll be rooting for the Chiefs to beat Houston.
For sure.
I hate
want the
Houston.
Chiefs to lose.
I grew to
in the
hate
AFC,
Houston.
Yeah, I don't want
for
Houston
sure. I
to
don't
win.
want Houston to have any more momentum than they do
I've got
right
a
now.
postseason fantasy football scenario that if Houston would happen to win, your boy might be,
rich,
get in line for some serious payoff.
Okay.
What's it look like?
Well, I mean, I got Collins and Mixon, expecting to hope to get 1 week out of them, and if they continue to win, then
a couple too. I'm thinking about not drafting them.
I got a bunch of
Collins last week.
Yeah, I had them all. Well, I did one that goes the whole postseason.
Yeah,
you draft before it starts, and you got to balance between.
So you took some Chiefs.
Oh,
players
sure.
in.
You had to take guys on bye, and you got to make a decision between.
I like that.
Getting a guy that's going to play, but may not go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You got to have
that's
both.
good ball.
You got to have short and long term.
Have you guys noticed? I'm sure you do. Just how violent the hitting is, like last week, and how many guys were getting banged up.
We had a guy go to the hospital because he got hit in the chest so hard.
I like that.
Violent this time of year. Violent. Oh,
boys come to play.
Oh, it takes me back to being at Arrowhead.
Oh
when
yeah,
we were
yeah.
playing
You said
there.
that. You
Yeah,
remember
it
saying
was
it.
different type of hitting out there.
It's
We had a good time out there. That's what it's supposed to be like in
Yeah,
the
we should
NFL
do it more
season.
often.
We all packed up, went out there. We went to that sports bar the night before. That was fun, and then the game and the that was a
just
good
the
time.
whole thing, the whole vibe. It's so awesome. Get in it every.
Yeah.
I will say this because I can remember when you get it in every year, it loses. It doesn't feel like it felt in 2022 all the time. When you're there 4 or 5 years in a row, by the fourth year in a row, you're
wanna
feeling
win.
you're different. Your expectations are. That playoff game that the Jags won with Freddie T in '98. Over the Patriots, and the Gators are playing for the Natty, and the Jags have been to the playoffs for the third straight year. It didn't. It loses that magic feeling of when you first do it, and
You want to set new ceilings.
yeah. But so I guess the good news is we get to just have like magic every 7-8 years, rather than anything that's continuous. There's a new. Just when you thought there could be no more, we'll keep on football. We can bounce back to the Jags if y'all want, but I want to get this in. There's just what college football needs: another poor standard to start being put in place. Just another development that leads to the
more money,
the chaos that's going on. No. Here's the new thing now. And it's relatively new. Now it's just like one after the other. Now the new thing is go into the transfer portal, announce where you're going, go there, and then leave in 3 days.
Wait, what?
Transfer portal guys who commit and in some case sign with the school, go to the school, and then leave after 48 hours because it's not. How did you base your decision, Chief?
Who are we talking about?
I got left and right. The quarterback at Florida from Charlotte.
Okay.
There was another. We just had one that did the same thing. Jonte Cook is the latest. Jonte Cook is a no thank you, by the way. If you're looking for receivers, Jonte can go to whoever will take him. I don't want him. Jonte Cook was a heck of a high school receiver, top 5 high school receiver.
Okay.
Went to Texas, didn't do much of anything. Went into the portal, was immediately branded a top 20 portal receiver.
Okay.
Signed with Washington, went through the portal to Washington. It was down to Florida and Washington.
Okay.
Went to Washington, went there 48 hours, decided, I don't want to be at Washington. So now he's left, and I don't know if he's back in the portal or in limbo or where they put him. But there are now more and more kids where even getting them in the portal's not enough. They turn around and leave in 2 days.
He got cold.
I mean, how about this? If you say you're coming, you're coming.
Oh, yeah.
How about no, you don't get to leave? I mean.
Well, it used to be you hope you were
crazy,
signed.
huh?
Like when I signed at JU, like it was an understanding we're signing here for at least 3 or 4 years for like the full term. And now it's down to possibly, like you're saying, 48 hours.
Well, if you had
They may have got kicked off Washington, by the way. That could be one of the explanations.
Okay.
But just there have been more and more kids. Okay, I go in the portal. Okay, I'll go through the finals. Okay, I'm going there. Like the Charlotte quarterback in Florida. Now he's not.
If you had the year you had as a youngster at JU, they would have been knocking on your door. The Power Fivers would have been coming to get you.
They did.
Well,
as a sophomore.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they would have been paying you a lot more money.
Okay, so as far as money,
Yes.
no, none of that transpired.
Yes.
No, I don't want to go and get myself in trouble.
Yes.
But no, I mean, the way
Or
it
you
used
don't
to
wanna
happen
admit
in fair play to that. Go ahead, Daniel. No. The way it would go down when I was playing is that some of the Power Fives they knew the coaches in summer ball. And so you just you would see where do you have a need and where's there possibly a fit for someone. But the way it was, you had to sit out a year, which was completely untenable in my opinion. I'm not sitting for a year.
Right.
You might as well. You just the whole
like
everybody will leave you
JU
behind.
and UNF is the challenge for these college baseball programs now. They're going to get rated every year. I mean, if somebody's going to pay you a couple $100,000 to go play baseball at Florida State,
didn't JU's best player go to Florida?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And last year
won to FSU. Yeah.
But you also
I don't blame the kid. I'm just saying there's opportunity out there and a chance to compete.
Then you can go and find yourself an older Division II NAIA D3 player that wants to play Division I baseball.
Yes.
Because JU and UNF are solid mid-major schools.
Right.
I think that schools that should be smacking anybody north of them in their conference because we can go out in baseball today, even though it's cold.
Right. I'm surprised that the less than elite programs haven't thrown up their arms and done something here. Like I think about Matt Driscoll.
Yeah.
You know, what's lost in these kids realizing their potential and going on to bigger stages is the work and the commitment and the development. And the
That's a key
skill
word, development.
to find. Like Matt Driscoll had this kid Chaz Lanier. It's an unbelievable basketball player. If he'd have stayed at UNF, I'd argue there could be a tournament team. I mean, he might be the player of the year in the SEC. He went to Tennessee. It's been unbelievable. And
I think he redshirted when he came to UNF. I mean, he was a slow developer, but he got better and better. And then last year he got good.
How many years did he was how many years was
I think he was at 2. I think he's got 2 left still.
Oh, does he?
I think. I could be wrong.
Redshirted 1.
I could be wrong. I'm not a UNF
I think he's there
basketball.
for 4. I'm not sure.
He was at UNF for 4 or Tennessee?
No, he just went to Tennessee.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying he's going to be there for 5. I thought you meant like his eligibility.
When he did.
I thought he had a red shirt in 2, and he has got 2 left. Is what I thought, but I could be wrong. But bottom line is, and it's great for him. He developed. Now he gets to leave UNF and playing in gyms with 800 people. Gets to play in the SEC number 1
He's
team.
4 years at North Florida.
All 4, yeah.
4 years, and I think he redshirted.
And then he went 1.
Well,
and by the way, Driscoll had a great attitude about it. I mean, he sent him up with open arms. He helped him get a spot, but. Gosh, it'd be nice to be able to.
1.7 as a freshman, 4.5 as a sophomore, 4.7 as a sophomore again, and then 19.7 as a junior. He took off last year, and then he goes to Tennessee, and now they're talking about him as being an NBA draft pick, an NBA draft pick too.
He's also 23 years old.
I don't mind that for the good for the kid. It just
you
sucks.
feel it'd be nice for UNF to see what they would have with a senior like that because back in the day. You would like Calvin Murphy. There are a bunch of great players who did that.
Right.
Steph Curry took Davidson, right?
Yeah.
I think
you do miss that.
You miss that charm.
That'll never happen again.
Right, it won't.
Well, maybe the mid-majors need to start getting the bounce backs because he has to take somebody's spot on the Tennessee roster. So can you not get a Power 5 bounce back?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, in football, there as they sort of eliminate the walk-on program, that's going to filter down to the Division IIs and the Division IIIs, and
to me, the mid majors. So I think of JU and UNF baseball similar, similar as the basketball is like you should be. I think probably taking your kind of some of your bigger risks on your incoming freshmen. You know what I mean? Almost like, and then you can build it through Division II NAIA with older players, and then maybe your bounce backs as well too from your Power 5 schools. Because it's all free agency now, and you got to figure out where to spend your money. And
a couple other things, like one of the things, the other new thing in schools, according on the text line, putting buyouts in the NIL contract. So if a player leaves, like
it's pro football.
Georgia linebacker ended up at Mizzou and not Ohio State because Ohio State wouldn't pay the buyout.
I wonder if at some point we further differentiate and we stop calling this football college football, and we reinstitute scholarship football, and kids can actually go get a scholarship and play football, and then you'll have corporate brand name football, the minor leagues of the NFL. What is happening here's a good one. I'm old enough to remember when this was an issue. When's the last time you heard of a kid being academically ineligible either for a school or for a game?
I don't care.
There used to be great prospects that didn't even get to go play college. They'd have to sit out a year. I haven't heard of anybody having academic issues.
They're not student athletes.
Yeah, they don't even. And to the point, it's documented. You want to have a little fun. One of you investigative reporters. College campus. There are thousands of athletes on college campuses that have not been to a class all year. Not one.
Here's the beauty now: online.
Yeah, you can pretend. Somebody else can do it for you.
Yeah, online.
Some of them would bounce back to junior college to play and get eligible.
No, Prop 48. Remember that?
Yeah.
Prop 48. You have to go off for a year. You couldn't even.
Was Leroy a Prop 48?
I think he was. Yeah, there was a bunch of them.
Now
look, they did it under the guise of, well, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and say that they're not as far along as other people. But now it's just turned into, okay, no more. Yeah, I mean, honestly, eligibility is a joke. I mean, what used to define eligibility in college sports, every definer of eligibility in college sports has been erased.
Murph, do you know who Bubba Thompson is?
Yeah, he played baseball. He was with the Royals. I think he went stiff in the draft. Playing quarterback now?
Yeah, he was on the Reds opening day roster last year.
Yeah.
And he's played 7 years of pro ball. Mm-hmm. Major League Baseball, and he said, "Yeah, I'm going back to college. I'm going to be a walk-on at South Al as a quarterback."
I used to not like that. I used to not like that, but now the waters are so muddy. Like, Chris Winkie and these jackasses that are 28 years old playing with 18-year-olds. I lose a little respect. You take your Heisman and go put it in the old folks' home, bro.
Oh,
27. He might not even be the oldest lad on his team.
That's right. Now.
But when Winkie especially.
Yeah, no.
I got a problem with 28, 29-year-old men playing with 20-year-olds.
Well, they were amateurs then.
And then walking around like you're the man.
Brandon Whedon.
Right.
Bubba hit one career home run.
That's too bad. I wonder who it came against. Probably the Braves.
Texas. Played for Texas. and then the Natty. Last year he got 18 at bats. So, but yeah, he's.
I think drafted by the Royals.
Had enough, was he?
I think so.
Was he a first rounder?
I think he went, stiff first round.
Yeah, That's good.
Well, we got to take a break.
All right, let's do that. We'll take a break. We got Prosser's Gate River Run decision coming up.
No, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so we'll get the official announcement. Is he going to eliminate the wheel? No, it's today. Today's the day.
More day to decision?
No. Time to lean, Googans. Time to lean. Think about it.
I did not see this one coming.
Radio play-by-play is like stepping in a theater in your mind.
As good as it gets.
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You had people over for the holidays, kids everywhere, dirt everywhere, all over the carpets, the rugs, the sofas, the chairs. Did the kitchen tile take a beating? Yeah. Sounds like it's time to call my guys at Zero Res, man. The techs over there will get the house looking great again. Folks, if you need help cleaning up after the holiday, give Zero Res a call. Right now, 25% off carpet cleaning, 25% off upholstery cleaning. It's Zero Res, man. You spell it forwards, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
This is the Mangler. Years of playing football coupled with lifestyle left my feet mangled with neuropathy. I was experiencing burning, tingling, and numbness. I spoke with 2 foot specialists and they told me there was no cure. They were wrong. I found Dr. Nate Riddle in Ponte Vedra. After utilizing his neuropathy treatment for only 2 weeks, I noticed a difference in my feet. I was regaining my feeling and balance. If you want relief from nerve pain, call Dr. Nate for a free consultation at Riddle Wellness, 904-395-5598.
When the heat's on high or the chill is too much, who you gonna call? Cool Cats Heating and Cooling is locally owned and operated with a perfect touch. You'll keep your home just right, day or night. AC to heating, don't take a beating. Call the coolest cats in town. With a 5-star Google rating, they're your neighbors, ready to help. So get your paw of approval from Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town. CoolCatsJax.com.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a walk-in closet that's not only beautiful, but also incredibly functional for me and old Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 800-293-3744. Hey, and if you mention Mia or Helmets and Heels, you'll qualify for free base molding. Call today or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Denny Thompson here. If you haven't heard, Dan and Jeff are going to be live from the brand new showroom at Tyson Sound and Security this Friday. You have to check out Tyson's showroom home theater with surround sound and comfy theater chairs. You can transform your living room into a cinematic experience. Did I mention Friday morning you can enter to win a $2,500 prize giveaway? Bring the theater experience home. Tyson Sound and Security, now at 3555 U.S. Highway 17 in Fleming Island.
When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's that? Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Hey, sports fans, it's Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. It's win now or go home. The NFL playoffs are the ticket to the biggest game of the year, and all roads lead to New Orleans. The NCAA playoffs will set the stage, but this is your chance to get in on every high-stakes moment along the way. Your road to New Orleans starts now with MyBookie. MyBookie is the ultimate destination for bettors who want more. Whether you're backing the underdogs or riding with the favorites, every drive, every touchdown, every moment is an opportunity to win big. Kick off your 2025 right with risk-free Thursdays. Place a bet. If it doesn't hit, MyBookie has your back. Dive into the Bet Boost tab to supercharge your picks and build that bankroll before the big game. The action doesn't stop. MyBookie's online casino keeps the excitement going 24/7. If you haven't joined yet, now's the time. Use promo code 1010XL on your first deposit, and MyBookie will hook you up with an instant bonus because you deserve to start strong.
Bull riding. The perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the Michelob Ultra PBR Jacksonville at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, February 22nd and 23rd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. It is a Vitros Plumbing Wednesday. Always enjoy the Murphy Power Hour. Baseball season, pitchers and catchers be here before you knew it. Meanwhile, we're tracking the Jaguars, the coaching search. Not a lot happening. Robert Saleh yesterday. It's a somewhat curious interview to have, I think. But I got a question for you guys. We don't have to talk too much about this TGL golf that we've talked about some today. It opened last week. They played yesterday. Why stop? If it does work, why would you stop at golf? Why not have baseball players do it, hitting into a simulation?
Yeah, I did. That was part of the setup in London when I went over there, the home run derby. We did that with it. We would hit. It was a smaller cage with like some height up, like 25 feet, and the simulation would tell you how far the ball went.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if bringing in a celebrity would help the TGL. I just don't know.
How do you incorporate them, I guess?
Personality.
Because I'm not getting that competitiveness. I mean, we got team names, but it's not, I don't know. I haven't felt that, and maybe because they both,
I think they need to go full.
Whacked,
listen,
so that might have something to do with it, too.
It's not golf. Go full goofy. How about this?
Yeah.
You get an air horn you get to use once a hole.
Yeah.
Now that's something right in the middle of the backswing.
Well, when I was watching,
let's do something fun. It just didn't have any life to it.
When I was watching last night, I kind of got the feeling,
because it's not golf. See, like I'm not being untrue to myself. Golf. This isn't golf. This is a video game.
When I was watching last night, I kind of got the feeling that the fans were a little hesitant to yell, and you're allowed to yell.
Yeah. They
like you're sitting over the 8-foot putt, and you're wanting
at the end.
Mr. Justin, you suck.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Yeah,
you need that.
Yeah.
It got as it went. They got a little louder because it's Homa started to encourage them to make noise, but they didn't want to. It's so antithetical to what we expect golf to be.
Yeah. Need a hype man.
But more than anything, it's a TV show and it's being poorly produced. That's why it's not working. Technically, visually, it needs to be a lot better than it is. The announcers need to be a whole lot better. The set needs to be better. It's cavernous and dark. They don't have the angles down so you don't just look off to some production set at some stages. So they're missing the boat on the TV show part of it.
All right, you're stalling. I'm ready now for an official announcement. We got to grab one more break on the program.
Okay.
So
all right,
I need to know yes or no.
Yay or nay?
E, are you in if he does it or not?
To be determined.
Bro. Okay, that's fair. I'm not. It's not your wheel.
We're not leaning on you.
It's Jeff's wheel. I'm not leaning on you. I'm leaning on Jeff. This is your way out of the wheel.
Let me tell you what I don't want to do.
Okay.
I don't want to do 2.5, 3 hours trudging along on me all the time.
What do you mean on you?
Like the camera and the comments and the tracking and I don't want to do
entertainers,
that
man.
for 2.5 hours. Well, that's great. Like I said, I can do it for a mile. It's going to take every ounce of focus for me at about mile 3 to not die.
Hit him on the odd mile.
So I just don't, I don't want, and I'm not talking about like Googans can't say, hey, or give me a thing.
Of course they are.
I don't want to, have a shotgun, do it. I just don't, I can't, I won't be able to do it. I'm not opposed to the attention and doing it if I weren't in such terrible shape that talking scares me.
What about going shirtless? You want to go shirtless with a headband?
I will say this. I'm as close to being shirtless ready as I have been in a long time. I don't want to go shirtless.
Skinny fat. But
it wouldn't be the embarrassment that it has been in years past, although it would be a jiggly 3 hours for sure. It would be. It would be.
You get older, that's what happens.
This is where the vanity comes in. If we had a shirtless deal that agreed to today, at 12:15, I'm going to be in a gym somewhere, and I'm going to be in that gym every day for the next 6 weeks to try and get myself somewhere.
All right, here's the deal. We'll give you one. I'll give you one break here to think about it, but I need a yes or no when we come back right here on the drill.
All right.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Rev up your life with luxury at Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard. Right now, used car prices are 12% lower than their peak in April of 2022, making this the perfect time to drive home in a dream car. Specializing in luxury used vehicles, offering you elegance at prices that are finally coming back down to earth. See special listings in the newspaper every Saturday or online at VaughnMotorGroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes & Cohen.
It's a new year at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. Cash in this month with thrilling promotions and tournaments, including daily high hands and table games clockwork cash out, giving away $300 cash every 15 minutes and selected weekends at all 3 Best Bet locations. Catch all the excitement in 2025. See all the details and learn the games at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction, a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here, people like us. And we've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. They do terrific work. I like to say their family gives your family a better living experience. Friends and family have also used Lockhart Construction. You unlock better living with Lockhart. Here's how it works. You have a construction need, a remodel idea, you give Shane a call. Shane calls you back. You talk about it. You tell him your thoughts. He says, yeah, we can do that, and here's how much it'll cost, and he'll work you up a proposal, and boom, you're in. That's how it works. It's real simple. So give Shane Lockhart a call, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865. It's 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are cool.
What'll I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 15, 1965, one of the biggest trades in NBA history took place. The San Francisco Warriors sent NBA legend Wilt Chamberlain to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Don't go through another year with all that high-interest debt. Let Loan Pronto wipe it all out now. Hey, it's Prosser here, and Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan makes it easy to pay off all your credit cards or tackle that 2025 home improvement project. Get cash in your pocket fast. No appraisals, no paperwork, no waiting. Loan Pronto's AI-driven tech gets you approved and funded in as little as one day. One client got $150,000 approved in under 24 hours, paid off all their credit cards, 2 cars, and personal loans, saving over $1,500 per month. With low fixed rates and lightning fast transfers, you can do it too. Consolidate debt, improve your home, take control of your finances. Imagine being credit card debt-free by this time next week. You can. Don't wait. Call Loan Pronto now, 904-999-1508, or visit loanpronto.com. Get your free quote now with no hard credit pull at 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 166178. Subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I didn't like hearing that going into the break.
Remorse before he bought it.
We're going down here on a decision.
Don't do it.
I know, right?
I mean, don't do it. It's up to you, though. But we do need a decision. It's fair.
I got to put it to fate.
Yeah, we got to put this thing to bed one way.
None of the delay has been on my end, so I'm not going to feel extra pressure for that. But I understand. I think I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Cooling down on this decision is what it sounds like.
Again, we put it. I don't know. Your boy just come here somehow referenced maybe.
He wanted a challenge. He came up with it. I didn't bring it up.
Yeah. I wasn't
thinking.
Put it on the air.
Just reminding him of what
here's what happened. Again, no support ever expected. It was more about I didn't do it with the wheel in mind. I didn't do it quickly.
But I also didn't say.
I know that.
Okay.
We got talking, and I thought 2 birds with 1 stone, and I thought to myself, if I am going to get my challenge, well, maybe I can get away with the wheel spin being part,
Do it. Do it.
Gate River Run, 9.3 miles, 15K, huh? What's the date on it?
March 1st.
Oof, I can't run a mile, bro.
Yeah, run today.
What did we decide on? Am I getting hijacked? Am I getting, popped the whole way?
Not the whole way, but you got to let us get some pictures.
I get that. I just don't want to do too. I don't want 9.3 somebody on my hip.
So that means we got to be there, right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll get them at the start, and then we'll go somewhere in the middle, and then follow a little bit.
Get a golf.
I'll tell you
Catch him at the end when he's half dead.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get me on the start. Go up about 100 yards from the start line, and I'm going to sprint it out. And then when you get me 2 miles in, I'm going to be walking. My knuckles are going to be dragging the ground. I'll do the river run. The 2025.
There it is. There it is.
Go ahead. This will be
Jeff Prosser, 57 years old, River Run 25.
I did my first river run. Let's see, the boys were born in what, 90? In
Murph, you're invited,
97, 28 years later.
More than welcome to come if you don't have a flag football game. Check your schedule.
This is dumb.
Everybody's invited.
The air horn idea, by the way, I'm told, is such a great idea. It would double the viewership. That one symbol. Give them all an air horn. Keep your stupid hammer in the pocket.
Forget the hammer thing.
No one cares.
Yeah, forget the hammer.
Hammer's only good if it's real cash, by the way. Hammer doesn't mean anything if it's an extra point.
Yeah.
Hammer's dollar amounts, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, gentlemen, I would be remiss, gentlemen, if we don't say this. 25 years ago today.
Bye-bye. Brock Marion still chasing.
Wow, today. We keep having these awesome
25
little
years,
anniversaries, don't we?
Somebody wants you to run. Somebody wants you to run the River Run with Destiny on your back.
I saw
How do you feel about that?
That would be E's deal, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that is E's deal.
Destiny, I've heard that he literally murdered her and threw her in the river.
That's the story.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
He is not, ladies need to pay attention. I mean, we're just keeping it real.
What have I done?
He's done. He's committed.
My boy doing the river run.
Oh, my God.
River Run 25, Jeff Prosser.
What a dumb A. This is not going to end well, buddy. You
just don't perish.
You did have thankfully, now I'm going to mush myself here, but I'm not bloody nipple guy. Hicks nipple bled like he'd been shot in war.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful.
Did you ever see The Office where Andy's bled?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
you
that.
Gotta Vaseline him up or put a tape on.
Sounds like you dress like someone who doesn't do that very often. It goes and run a ton.
Kind of true.
Or that far or for that long.
All right, you get us out of here, man.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. Find the coolest cats in town at coolcatsjacks.com.
Hump Day Wednesday, Tony.
Yes, sir.
What's cooking today on Jaguars Today?
We'll have Chad Ryder on for the first time in our draft process
talk!
here, as we are also participating. It's the first time I've ever done a mock draft. First time ever that I've actually filled out an entire 7-round mock draft. We're all doing it for the show. It's going to be a weekly thing we do on Wednesdays.
Very nice.
We'll go through what we accomplished or didn't accomplish.
Have you already done it? Or are you going to do?
We've already done them.
How do you like your draft?
It's fine.
Okay. Are you excited about it?
I mean, it's...
Would you put it up against Trent Baalke's right now?
Probably not.
I bet you would.
Probably not.
I bet it's better.
We'll see. We'll go through all three of us. We all did our own. So
I disregard Dylan's. Dylan doesn't know crap about football. He's horrific.
I don't know about that.
He lost. How many did he lose this year?
Oh, breakfast bowls? Yeah. He didn't lose any more than me. He lost less than me. 3. I lost 4, but I
don't
won the
believe
whole
that.
thing.
I think you're just being nice.
Yeah.
You're just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Dylan's a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be fun, though.
So a lot of draft, and that's our question of the day, too, is draft-related. If the Jags selection with the 5th pick it came down to these 4 players, which one would you prefer?
Ooh.
Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, Will Johnson, T-Mac at wide receiver.
What about our boys? Who would you prefer? Daniel Murphy?
No, one of those a cornerback?
Yes.
That one.
Okay.
Will Johnson, yeah.
Pross?
I take the tackle.
Yeah. Mason Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like him too, but we'll see. It's early. It's early in the process.
No doubt.
Can't wait to hear you guys and who you decided. How did yours work out? Were you surprised at some of the dudes that were available?
I thought I did all right.
Okay.
Everything considered, I thought I did all right. But again, it's the first time I've ever done it. So
is it better than Mike's?
I will have a better idea of how well I did when I do it again a couple more times.
Okay.
But I did it the one time, and I didn't go back and see, it's just like a second time. I did it the one time. So
all right. Well, have a great show.
Yeah.
It's coming up now. Jaguars Today, Draft Talk. Murph, always good to see you, my brother.
Cheers. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. We'll talk again to you tomorrow. Pross.
It's been a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.